Okay, I think I'm here now. Am I here now? Okay, I'm here now. Okay, yes. Okay, sorry. I know I'm a couple minutes late. Um, so obviously I'm missing a guest. I've been trying to figure out what's going on. Um, so we're using StreamYard tonight because I'm hoping this is still working out tonight. Everything was rock solid today. Not exactly sure what's going on. So yeah, I've been trying to text and I have tried Telegram. I'm not exactly sure what's up. So I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully the other half of this show is going to pop up, or else, yeah, the whole hey, guess what? is pretty much shot to shit. So frustrating. I don't know. Maybe we can get Larry to pop in and be a backup guest. I don't know. Although let's be real, Larry is not going to give you the same eye appeal as Orchidilia. Let's I'm saying the hat is awesome and all, but you can only do so much with that hat. Oh, I could turn this down a little bit so that you can see the fire a little better. There we go. All right, can you guys see the fire a little bit better tonight? I did some adjusting. I turned the brightness level down, and I changed it from HDR to graphics, and it made a huge difference from the way I could see it. But I don't know if it looks any better on here or not, because it's you're dealing with the camera. I think, what do these have, like a 12 megapixel camera on these tablets? So it's not like it's the greatest camera to capture a 4K shot or anything, but it looks amazing in here. I mean, it legitimately looks so good. It looks like I have a fire going on in the truck. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So let me get out my hellos. Oh my God, Pat, HonkTube. Oh, Marsha Hicks, what's up? Love Dove is here. Mark Mulo. Oh, I got to send out a huge I'm a dumbass. Let me just get this out right now. Big Dogma sent me a message saying, how cool was it that you had Mark on? And I was like, oh, and he's here. Okay, awesome. Mark, not Mark Mulo, but Mark from the Canadian Convoy was on here last live. It didn't fucking hit me in my head that that's who I was talking to. I saw Mark as Mark Mulo. It did not even occur to me that that's who the hell that was until after the show was over, and she was like, how amazing is it that you had Mark on? And I'm like, oh my God, that's who the fuck that was? Total asshole moment. So I hope to God he sees this, and just know that it never even dawned on me that that's who the hell that was. Oh my God. I was so pissed off at myself. Like, I had a hard time falling asleep. I was so fucking mad at myself. Like, it wasn't Mark Mulo. It's the Mark from the Canadian Convoy. And I don't know. I don't know why it didn't occur to me that that's who the fuck that was. But oh my God, I was so pissed at myself. I just, like, if I didn't think I was gonna die, I would have just hit myself in the head with a fucking hammer. Like, I was a little tired, to be honest. So, but oh my God. So, I'm not sure. I haven't heard from her. Like I said, I talked to her like at 1:32, somewhere in that neighborhood, and everything was a go. Eric Mueller. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah. So at any rate, yeah, I don't know why I wasn't processing who the hell that was, but thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, that's the name I was trying to pop up with. So I felt like such a complete dick face after that. I was so mad. Oh my God. I literally, I punched the side of the truck. I was just so pissed. Like, how could I not realize who the hell that was? Quite the week. Yes, Joel, it has been a shit week for sure. and not real sure how pay is going to go because I missed so much work. Happy together. I missed you until just now. So thank you for stopping in. I'm hoping that she gets in touch with me because I don't want this to have been all a big lie. The whole idea was that we were going to do this together and she'd be able to say hi to everyone and, you know, kind of catch everyone up with what had happened. So I'm hoping that, I don't know, maybe she's stuck at the shop or something. I don't know. I didn't do anything to piss her off. I promise. I didn't. I know I didn't do that. So hopefully we're okay. I lost my cup. I'm gonna have to get me another cup so that I can put my Diet Pepsi in it because yeah, we gotta have that. So I'm a little stressed out. I gotta be honest because I thought we were good and like now I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? Because she wouldn't just ditch me. That's not her. She wouldn't just shit on me and like not be there or answer her phone. So I'm legitimately stressed. Like, what's wrong? I mean, I don't, you know, not to be rude, but I don't really care about, you know, if she doesn't make the show or not. That's really not a big deal, but I hope everything's okay on her end as far as that goes. So at any rate, I'm hoping to hear from her one way or the other. Oh my god. Okay, so Go Blues here. What's up, man? This is your version of clickbait. Yes. Oh, Special K, you must have had a special bowl of asshole recently. I want to give you a very special. Oh, that's it. I no longer love Special K. Our relationship is. I'm filing for divorce. Newfie Princess. Yeah, guys, I don't know exactly what happened between Italian sandwich loving and today. So that's why I kind of thought this would be awesome. We could bring her on. She could talk to everyone and it'd be great. So like I said, everything was great. I don't know what's going on but I'm legitimately concerned because she would never just not answer me. Never. That's just not how she rolls. So I'm really actually kind of wondering what the fuck, but okay. So Special K Newbie, what's going on? Yeah, Cajun Lass, I don't know. Definitely worried. Prince Vibes, what's up? Prince Vibes, how you doing? You know what? I was thinking about you today. So I was driving through Atlanta. Now, mind you, the first part of this isn't what reminded me of you, so wait for it. But as I was coming northbound out of northern Atlanta, the loop on 75 North, I got about, I don't know, 3 miles up, and they had a massive, massive, massive wreck. If you will pull up Atlanta news, and any of the news, you'll see it. The wreck was like 3 tractor trailers, and I want to say 6 or 7 cars. Huge. There are pictures that the helicopter took of this wreck, and there's like, I don't know, say 7 or 8 pictures as you're sliding across, and one of them shows a woman sitting up against a wall, and she looked like to be really short and really skinny. And it was at that point that's when I thought of you. I was like, oh, I hope she joins the live. I mean, I know I was looking at a horrific wreck, but that was the ADD in me. I was like, ooh, I wonder if Prince Vibes will show up. Okay, so Marcia, yes, diet soda is not good for you, but this particular diet soda is wonderful for me. It makes me happy and very relaxed. It's yummy, Pepsi. Give her some time. She'll be here if she said she would. Yeah, I know. That's what's concerning me because she knew it was at 7. I told her, I was like, okay, I'll be getting a hold of you at 7. And so she has never not like kept her word. I mean, ever. Like if we said this is happening, she's always like, boom, that's it. You know, that's why I'm concerned. So I'm hoping it's just maybe she slipped her mind, whatever. I don't know. I don't really care as long as she's good. then I'm fine. The rest of it will deal with itself, but hopefully she'll pop on. No, about Orchidilia. Yeah, Mark. Okay. You were talking about clickbait yourself just yesterday. Yeah, and I knew exactly what you were talking about, Special K, which is why I laughed so hard, because that was exactly what we were talking about the other day. Mona, how are you doing, beautiful? I know it's not a drunk day for you, so I hope you can get through this sober. Go Blue. Oh, just hopping on for a moment. Been a rough few days. Yo, I get it. Wife's 1 year. Oh, dude. Yeah. Go Blue. You should talk with Dorset Knob if you ever get a chance. First of all, he's just an awesome dude to talk to. Because he's got that whole British thing going. He does, in love and doubles and bollocks and all that. He's got that all happening. So it's fun just to talk to him, right? But he's also going through a very similar situation. So yeah, it's nice to have people who are either going through what you are or have gone through. It helped me out, and so yeah, I don't know if you get a chance, if you can talk to Dorset Knob, but yeah, that would be someone to talk to. But yeah, absolutely, man. Much love to you, dude. Here we go. Go Blue, never be done here. Well, here I am. Thankfully, no Rex for you. Yes, I know, right? Oh my God. Desubscribe to the channel. Hot damn. So we got one more subscriber to the new one. Why is this covering her? Maybe she needs a map to find your ass. That's so weird. On my end of it, Michelle, that comment, I couldn't read it. It was covered. And so I'm like, why is it doing that? So when I tapped it, it brought it up here. I don't know what the hell. She's in same Eastern time I am, Joel. Rig Pig, what's up, dude? Andy, you made it. And D's here. Saberwolf finally caught this from the beginning for the first. That's awesome, man. Rig Pig's goods. Oh, Cajun Lass, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate it. We've got a very long way to go, but here's something that I thought of today. I'm gonna start making some incidental videos. Just I don't know, shit that's happening on the road or maybe loading, whatever. I'm gonna start making some videos and posting them on that Passport channel, just to start getting some stuff up there. I mean, it is a travel channel, and technically I'm traveling. It's just within the US. So, I mean, but it's still traveling. I can say here I'm in Atlanta, or here I'm in whatever, because there's going to be some folks who have never been to Atlanta or whatever. So it still counts. I mean, it's not exactly what I wanted it for, but it still qualifies. But I'm hoping to just put some videos up there that, you're bored, you just want something to watch. I'll throw some videos up there. So I'm trying to see if maybe I can reach some people, throwing up some videos, just weird stuff, maybe some of the odd truck stops that I come to. Because trust me, there's some doozies out there. I came to a truck stop. It was owned by these Indians, and they were charging $48 for a t-shirt. $48. And the t-shirts were so old that when you picked them up, the dust would just drop off the front. I was like, wow. Good job. Hawkin50, what's up, man? How you doing? Ray, what's up, Ray? Are your comments moved back to? No, on StreamYard, they're at the right. On YouTube, they're on the left. So I may end up having to fork out some money in order to keep StreamYard going, which sucks. But I may have to do that so that I can at least use StreamYard more, because this is such a better platform and I love it. Once I get to Canada, though, I'm hoping that I can get Orchidilia to help me figure out why Prism won't work. I've tried everything. It keeps telling me I've got everything set up, but then when you go to hit the channel, it tells me that I don't have a channel registered, that I should start a channel. Well, kind of already did that for some reason, and it says it's connected to my channel, but it's not. So I don't know. It's a big pain in the ass. Ray, they did not. Things have not worked out, and I don't know why. He came on the channel the one night, and I said, "Hey, listen, when this is over, call me. Let's talk." I never heard from him. I haven't heard from him since. So I don't know. And at this point, I just can't fathom what the deal is, but it is what it is. I'm going to move on. Thanks for subbing. Yeah, everyone, thank you so much. I know most of you here have subbed up to the new channel. Thank you a lot. I really mean that. I appreciate it. Film lot lizards. Honestly, Special K, I don't remember in recent time that I've actually even seen one. The last time I had a lot lizard was in Memphis, and it was at a pilot that had been destroyed. And they had a station, a marathon station right across the street. I didn't know that the pilot had been wiped out and they were rebuilding a whole new one. So by that time I was out of time and I had to stop. And that was the last time I had a lot lizard bounce on the truck. But since then, nothing. It's a very rare situation that you'll ever run across that anymore. Now in the 90s and when I first got started, oh yeah, prevalent party, but not so much now. Eric Mueller. Oh my God. Okay. So Eric Mueller is now here. Let me tell you, Mr. Eric Mueller, I've talked about this already, but I don't think you were here. Big Dogma sent me a message last night saying how amazing that Eric Mueller was on your channel last night. And it wasn't until she sent me that message that it occurred to me who the hell you are. So I was so pissed at myself. Like, I actually punched the sidewall of my truck. I was so angry. Like, how did that not occur to me who the fuck you were? So I want to send out huge apologies that it just didn't hit me. I was like, okay, hey, Eric, good call. You know, great. You got a truck and all that. Awesome. And moving along with the conversation, but it didn't register like this is Eric Mueller, the man. So please forgive me. I bow for forgiveness. I felt like a massive asshole last night. What about Rumble? Rumble is a joke. I can't deal with it. You have to pay for it. It didn't work out. I got nothing out of Rumble, but I did pay him $100 though. Damon Walker, what's up, man? I am way behind on these comments here. Eric is in chat tonight. Yes. Okay, so I've addressed that. That's how far behind I am. And Alex says hi, John. Oh, hi, Alex. Alex is Dee's daughter. She saw me on the TV, the last live, and she was trying to talk to me, and Dee had to explain to her, no, it didn't work that way. You actually have to type. So yeah, Eric, so I hope you will forgive me. I felt absolutely horrible about that. So at any rate, yeah, the whole Orchidilia part of this is missing, and I don't know what the hell's going on. So if I seem a little over energetic, it's because I'm actually kind of panicked inside. If she would just like send me a message or something, but like I've sent multiple messages and she hasn't said anything back, so I'm legitimately stressed out. What's wrong? So I would be very happy if I could just hear a not in the mood or anything would be great at this point. Yeah, Joel, that's what's bugging me, man. I'm really stressed out that she's okay. So, again, quick question. Does the fire look any different tonight than it has the last few times that I've done it? Oh, also, you remember last night, the fire was flickering and acting all weird. I replaced the cable and I put a 4K adapter at the end of the cable and hooked it up. So as far as what I see, it looks like a legit, I mean, it's beautiful. I'm just not sure how it is going to project across the screen. Oh my God, Jay's Canadian Garage. So let's talk about Jay's Canadian Garage. First of all, we know he's an asshole, which is a beautiful thing. It's what makes him, yeah, what he is. So no, but I talked to Jay today and I turned him on to Amazon Prime Video. There's a show called The Boys. And I told him, I was like, dude, you need to watch The Boys and understand that you are the Deep. So if you've ever seen The Boys and you know who the Deep is, that's Jay. USOB, where have you been? Yeah, that is definitely directed at Jay. Happy to be on the Jay. Yeah, Eric, I'm so happy to have you here, dude. Seriously, happy, honored, the whole 9 yards. She just dozed off for a minute. That's not how she works. She doesn't really sleep. She's like a robot. She just plugs in. Aardvark, hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? No, the fire looks good. Okay, awesome, cool. So yeah, I was hoping that it would come across better tonight than it has. I also turned the brightness down by 50% because I think that was causing a lot of it being hard to see. Also, Michelle, you watched it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab my cup real quick. I'll be right back because like it's driving me nuts that I can't enjoy my Diet Pepsi. Okay, so here's my cup. I need a paper towel. Okay, where the hell is the tab on this thing? There it is. Yep. So I hope everybody's having an awesome evening. I was like, okay, this is going to be dope. I'm so excited. We're going to do this. And now I'm like stressed the hell out. Where is she? What's wrong? Oh. Because I just don't know her to not be that always on time, always, there. It's just weird. Bruce Leroy, what's up? I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Well, you know what? I haven't had a good virtual ass whooping in a long time, so bring it, buddy. Let's go. Let's do this shit. She must have got tied up with a customer last minute. That's some kinky shit. I don't know. I mean, if she did, I hope she's at least filming it. I want to watch. All good, no worries. Thank you, Eric Mueller. I appreciate it. I wanted you to realize how I know I was kind of just going over your comments and like I do everyone's. It just didn't occur to me like, holy shit, that's Eric. That's not just an Eric. That's the Eric. Doing okay. Oh, yeah. So Jay has had a shitload of tests, and he's got a bunch more coming up. So everybody shoot Jay a prayer if you get a chance to. Yeah, Damon, I'm definitely doing a lot better than I have been. That's for damn sure. It got very intense there for a while. Michigan versus everyone. Yeah, so Michigan, man, they're having a lot of issues, man. They came out ass kicking, and now all of a sudden the football playing is no longer the thing people are watching. It's all about, are they reading the other team's signals? What? Sir, getting ready to cry for more than, oh no, I'm already getting calls from medical. Oh crap. Wow, Saberwolf, I'm sorry, dude. Oh, I hope that works out for you. I know it's hard, especially when there's millions of those on. It gets tricky to do that. I'm gonna post the video that Vic BC Live did about Eric Mueller. Yeah, go for it. I'm not even sure what that is, so I would also like to see it. So yeah, go for it. So yeah, we got some questions about Eric. Hell, maybe I'll throw Eric up here. Eric, have you done StreamYard before, Eric? Are you familiar with how StreamYard works? Michigan is home state, go blue. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's throwing me off when you say Eric, as that's my name. Oh, okay. I understand that. They have a vendetta. Yeah, against Harbaugh, right? What's the deal, man? Damon, we have cabins. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, you. Okay. I was going to look for that live. Okay. Yeah, Eric, Jay had told me that you guys talk quite a bit on the phone. I was like, no shit. I was shocked. And then you had called when I was there the last time. Are you going to be up there when I'm there in December, or oh shit. Oh, that almost became a very sad scenario. Okay, clean up aisle 5. I was trying to set my cup down, and my cup decided it was not having it, And now I can't find my towel. Oh, there it is. Okay. No worries. All right. We'll just get this all nice and pretty. So I had a good time getting here tonight. So I got to my receiver, and the entrance to this place is so narrow that I can't back up into it because there's cars parked in a parking lot next to me. So I'm hoping all these people leaving are from that parking lot so that I can actually get backed in. The problem is when I get unloaded tomorrow, I got to be able to get the hell out. So I'm not sure how this is all going to pan out. Well, I ended up spilling so much, there's not much left in the cup here. I was a few times live stream for, okay, so you know how this works. I'll just pop up the invite thing here in the comment, and then you can just copy paste it, and we'll bring you up here so I can actually talk to you. Hold on one second. Let's get this done. Copy, get out of there, go here, do this, and paste. Oh, that worked out well. Let's try that again and paste. There we go. Bam. Okay. So I've dropped that in there. Just put your link there, and then when you pop up, I'll bring you on, and we can talk about from Orchidilia. Hopefully that happens soon. Jay up and so the board didn't get to go to school, so I would skip and get financing lessons from Bob Barker. Price is Right. OBS Studio is a free, and it acts the same as StreamYard. Okay. Yo, Rig Pig, I'll check into that. I have heard of OBS, but I've never actually been on it. So yeah, I'll check that out. Because I like being able to do this. Keep forgetting to call you. Maybe you need to comment. Yeah, Michelle, you're talking about memory. You know I don't have one of those, right? Dan, Michigan, 45 miles east. Oh, okay. Let's talk to Eric. Yeah, right. Exactly. So being vulnerable, Eric, I'm totally a fan of yours. Oh, hey, yo, yeah. Who isn't? Yo, he's the one that pretty much got everybody started and fired up. Damn, I knew you wouldn't. Wait, Hawkin 50, you knew. Okay, I knew you wouldn't. What? I'm lost on that one. Yeah, obviously, if you guys were around for the convoy, the last time I got to legitimately talk with Eric, I was driving with Travel Fund in the back, going around the DC area, and I got to do the interview, which was so much fun because I was like holding up the phone and trying to. It was a mess trying to get it to where everyone could hear, but it ended up working out great. Don't have a memory of either, so we're both screwed. Wait, oh yeah, I got you. Nice, same time, very sadly, video of myself. Wait, what? That is a nice to the same time. Huh. All right. I'm assuming are you putting the link in? Like, I'm waiting for you to show up, Eric. You're gonna have to bail me out of this because until Orchidilia shows up, I'm kind of alone. Is this? Yes, go blue. That's exactly who it is, which is why I'm so damned excited because I've been waiting a very long time to be able to talk to him. I'm hoping. I didn't see if he posted a comment, but Eric, are you going to be there when I'm up in Canada in December? I'll be there from the 8th to the 17th, I think. Oh yeah, dude, I wish Jake could go hunting because I know he'd bag several. Oh yeah, Mark. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. All right, I'm going to get a refill on my diet. I'll be right back. Mindy, where the hell did my refills go? There they are. Oh, okay. Yeah, all by myself. Yes, absolutely. I'm hoping Eric will copy the link and pop up here sooner or later. Give me about 10 minutes. Okay. All right, cool. So we got 10 minutes. So I don't know. Should I do a song or Would you like me to do some break dancing, or Eric's a legend. Yeah, hell yeah, he is. Lori Jean, and I'm super stoked about this. This is awesome. Yeah, Lori, he is the biggest part of how I actually even got started with finding out about the convoy going on here. He started everything for me as far as that whole thing going down went. So, I mean, the whole channel, everything was starting with him. Because I wouldn't have known or even bothered to look had I not have been watching him and thought, I wonder if they're going to do anything here. And then I came across a Facebook thing that said they were going to do something, and then they kept moving the time back and forth. It was like, now it's going to be this date, then it's going to be this date. Then it was a freaking mess. Like, they could not get the date straight. And then, like, it was supposed to be in like 2 weeks, and then like 3 days later they say, oh, we're moving it back to 3 days. So I had to get all the way from the east to the west just to try to get there in time. It was a mess. The Boys is awesome. Yes, Jay, I knew you would love it, dude. I knew you would love it. I was like, you start watching, you're not gonna stop. I watched The Boys from season 1 to season 3 nonstop. Just boom, 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 boom. It took me 2 days. I loved it. And then after I got done watching The Boys, I watched Gen V, which follows the Boys after the fact. Yo, I love the whole thing. And they're doing another season for both The Boys and Gen V. So I'm totally stoked. The Boys will be out, I think, early 2024. And then Gen V will be, I think, towards the end of 2024, which is great because you have to watch one in order for the other to really make sense. So just awesome. Can't wait. Misty is over here just kind of looking out the window like, yeah, so we're here chilling again. You need to get Reverend Kevin on your stream. Who the hell is Reverend Kevin? I've never even heard that. Yeah, Michelle, now that you know he's the deep, right? Yeah, exactly. I remember the Ambassador Bridge events. Yeah, and the whole jerry can thing, that was insane. People were carrying jerry cans to the truckers. I mean, knowing how much fuel we burnt, I can't imagine how many of those had to just keep going in order to keep all those trucks going. That just incredible. I mean, talk about a whole place coming together. And enough to scare the shit out of True Dick. Yeah, man. Wow. Bad parking skills. I love that. That's cool. It is time. So I've been out of this for like 2 days, and I had to end up getting my skull. And it had been so long since I've had skull, like it tasted like ass. Because I'm used to cinnamon and coffee, and now all of a sudden I'm doing wintergreen, and it was horrible, but I had no choice. I was like, oh, this sucks, but I need it. So I'm so happy to have this back now. Yeah, it was a rough time for everyone, Kimberly, when he finally had, and nobody, that's the thing, like nobody could blame him. They put him in such a spot that he did what he had to do. Anybody would have done what he did. He was like, hey, I can no longer do anything else. I've done everything I can. Birdie to tweet, what's up? Wanted to carry one, but Dad refused to let me. Oh, no way, really? Wait till I get up there. I'm gonna talk to Dad. So Dee's parents have basically adopted me. So I always call her mom and dad, and they're my besties-in-law. Because with D, so so now when I get up there and I see Dad, I'm gonna give him a ration of shit. Like, seriously, tight ass. Everyone cheer. Oh yeah, Eric. Jesse Rose, what's up? How you doing, Jesse? Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, so everyone's chanting Eric. Yeah, we need to get Eric up here and let's get this party started. And hopefully to God, I'll hear from Orky at some point. This is so weird that she's not getting a hold of me. Dawn Zito, what's up, baby? How you doing, beautiful? Be the one. Mark Dawn, ladies, Dawn in Minnesota. Skull means Vikings. What? Get the hell out of here. Really? I've never heard that. He's too busy robbing a liquor store. So, Dee's dad always has this voice like you would expect to hear like someone holding up a liquor store, like, give me all your money. That's how he talks all the time. It's really crazy. And I told Dee, I was like, why does he always sound like he's robbing a liquor store? And so now everyone says, you know, it's robbing a liquor store. Catwoman, hey, how you doing? I'm late to the party as usual. Yeah, it's all good because the party has not exactly gone as planned. At this point, I planned on having Orchidilia up here, but I don't know where she's at. I've been sending text messages and Telegram, and I've tried everything. I don't know what's going on, but I just, at this point, I really don't care. I just hope she's okay. You know, this live can always be done some other day. That's not really a big deal, as long as she's okay. So that's really my only concern at this point. You know, I can wiggle my way through a live, but yeah, that, you know, and I'm really hoping she comes because we've got a couple of things to talk about too. So, damn it. Frustration. Oh my God, what the hell is that? Fuchsia wide eyes. Okay, Michelle, I have no idea what the hell that is. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but the fire there's actually the sound going behind me, and I can hear this crackling fire behind me, and it's totally screwing with me between that sound and the Diet Pepsi. Like, I'm just like, I'm feeling so just super chill and just ready for a nap. Oh my God. Where are you at, Mr. Mueller? Mueller. Actually, I think it was Bueller in the show, wasn't it? Bueller's Day Off. Yeah. I'll be back in a few. Got to go to make a few runs. Oh, all right, Damon. Do your thing, Big Daddy. We'll catch you back later. Hopefully, this doesn't turn into a bust. I don't know. If it does, it does. Hell, I've had bad shows before. Big Dogma, what's up, baby? You sound in better spirits today. Yo, yeah. No, it's all good. I had just had such a shitty week. I mean, fuck. Bruce Leroy, sounds like you've been puffing on the jazz cabbage. No, I don't do anything like that. My license won't allow me to do anything that adventurous. So instead, I have to just wish. But yeah, I mean, if you're here and see a crackling fire, it's gonna mess with your head and make you all relax, even though I don't feel the heat, you know. But you still get that whole vibe, you know. Oh, and I've got mandarin orange in the diffuser tonight. Oh my God, it smells incredible in here. It smells good. I laid down a new floor, so the floor is all super clean and pretty. Got the lights going, got the fire kicking. I'm telling you, man, like this is some Zen shit you guys are experiencing right now. Like, I don't know if we could do a scratch and sniff or something where you could catch that whole mandarin orange flavor, but oh, it's good. Oh, it's so good. Jazz cabbage, that's the best thing I've heard in a while. Bruce Leroy, give me a Broner over here. Yeah, Bruce, we're moving on. Yeah, we definitely need some rescuing. Like, Eric is supposed to pop on here, but we are all alone, all by ourselves. And my other half that was supposed to be here, I don't know where she is. It's not good. Gonna use that from now on. Sunday dinner takes will now be called Jazz Cabbage Session. Okay, yeah, but you know what? You're always on Jazz Cabbage, like 24/7. It's not a thing. It's like breathing for you. But you know what I've realized? It doesn't matter how long you've been doing that. You still cough like you're gonna die. Like she's always coughing. Everything, oh my God, it's like, are you gonna make it through it? Like she'll be like, oh my God, this is terrible. I don't have the energy to cough that much. Fuck. I just want something simple. Give me a couple of shrooms, Yeah, I know, right, Cat? Oh my God. Catwoman, you're supposed to come down and hang out with me, and you're still in this Connecticut crap. What's the deal? Been out for 4 days. That's a long stretch for her. Oh my God, we're finally here. Let's go. Mr. Mueller!
Hello.
What's up, man?
I'm alive. It's all that
matters. So walk us through what's been going on lately.
Yeah, not the best news. I have to tell you guys, probably many of you know already. So I'm out of business. So I'm away from trucking now, for now. So the 3 months in Arizona literally killed me. And so I'm doing different stuff right now with my SUV and trailer, small transporting. I signed up for Uber and Lyft, so doing that lazy stuff with a little car. So everything that matters to survive.
Why not do company?
I don't know if I'm getting used to it again. To be under somebody's control, and I like to be on my own. It's a little bit difficult after all those years.
I can understand that, but like the company that I'm with, Diana Rain. If you have a way to do that, I would really appreciate it, because I'm legitimately freaking out over here. So if you have a way to check on Orc, I would really, really appreciate it. I'm seriously stressing the fuck out and trying to keep it together. And I've got 9 million thoughts that are probably absolutely pointless running through my head. So if there's any way you could do that and let me know, I would really appreciate it. I'm very concerned. ORCHIDILIA is not someone who just drops the ball. She's just not. If she says she's going to call you, she calls you. So my apologies. I saw that on the comment.
I definitely have to talk to her after everything that happens the last couple of weeks. And I've seen your special stream and what you mentioned. And I know a lot of things unfortunately happens. And I definitely have to talk to ORCHIDILIA. And that's for sure. I hope she can call me. I don't know how busy she is. And whenever she is available, she has the time, I need to talk to her. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely make that happen. But apparently she has a way of checking on her. I've tried calling, texting, and Telegram, and I've got nothing. And that's just not her. So I will, Diana, I will kiss your toenails. Yeah, I would be very excited if you could figure out what the hell's going on. I just want to know she's okay. Like I said, we can do a different chat later. I don't give a shit about that. I just want to know she's all right. So, okay, at any rate, what I was trying to say before all that was the company that I work for, the guy, it's a husband and wife that own this. And if I want to go to Illinois, if I want to go to Maryland, if I want to go to Florida, whatever, wherever I want to go. If I want to go somewhere, they get me there. If I want to take a week off, if I want to take 10 days off, if I want to go to London and Germany, whatever, they don't care because I am, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I am a top performer here. I produce more miles than 96% of the other drivers. It's just the way it is. I drive 8 nonstop, then I do a 30. I mix it with fueling and off duty, since on duty and off duty give you your 30, and then I run the last 3 out. I don't stop. I don't need anything. Everything's in my truck. So I just drive. And so they understand that if I need time off, it's because I need time off. I'm tired. I need a break. And they never give me any crap, ever. So, I mean, there are good companies out there. Obviously, working for the big companies, I would never do again, ever. If it's not a smaller outfit, I won't work for them.
The problem right now here in Canada, especially, only the big companies, they are able to provide loads to stay in business. So I can say probably 3-4 small companies, trucking companies, shutting down each and every day here in Canada right now, because the economy and the situation with loads, low-paid loads, is so bad, like never seen before. So it is so tough to survive. And today I got my business officially closed for a month for now. But I got an offer from a company I used to work for. Hey, can you cover the load? And it was surprisingly a little bit better paid than normal than before. And I said, hey, sorry, it's too late because I'm out of business. And but before there was not really anything coming up. And so the situation here is you cannot compete with the big ones. They have better fuel cards, and they buying the trucks by the hundreds and getting a huge discount and giving them to lease contractors, owner operators. They pay all the bills. After 2 years, they said it and again, they pay literally nothing to the trucks. So they can go lower and lower and lower. And it's like the big stores and the big grocery stores, they can cover, they can get lower. And then when every competition is out, so then they can raise up the prices and do whatever they want. And that's exactly what they are doing in Canada right now.
What is okay? So, all right, great. All right, Diana. So the rest of it doesn't matter to me. Apparently, she's alive. Everything's fine with her. So whatever this is doesn't matter as long as she's good. I don't really care about the rest. So deal with that later. Okay, I feel better now. Now I can chill, relax. No, she's all right. Okay, so what is the cost of fuel for? It's 4 liters per gallon, right?
Compared to the gallon, so it is depending where you are. So here in Alberta, it's not too bad right now. So it's around $1.30, 40 for a liter. So it is roughly $3.80, not too bad. But as soon you cross to a different province like BC, it is exploding. It's over $5-6. Ontario is skyrocketing high. Saskatchewan is not too bad also, but all combined, tires went up, each tire $300 in 1 year. Labor rate went up from 160 to 200 an hour. So all the maintenance stuff and everything beside, it is so incredible, went so high that you cannot keep up with that stuff. And the rates are down. So for an example, we used to get, let's say, $7,000, $8,000 from here, Alberta, to my place to Ontario, where you visit. $7,000, $8,000 normal. Now you can barely get 4,000, and they offer you 3,000, 3,500. When you go there, it covers your fuel, nothing else. You're not making a dime. That's how bad.
Oh, that's what about hot shots up there? Is that a thing that's functional?
Are more or only available a few of them in the oil field. But I was doing the oil field for 5 years, and it's a pretty job being in the mud all the time, mostly the winter, and training up 2-3 times a day. I'm too shitty old for that stuff, to be honest.
Okay. Did you ever do fracking? Holland fracking?
I was running a pickup truck in the oil field for a couple of years.
So you were you doing the oil or the sand? Have you ever done the sand?
I went to the oil sand, but only delivering stuff, picking up stuff for the long haul, so mostly chemicals. And for the rigs, so I went there and prepared with the crane, truck and crane, offloading, loading, rig mats, pipes, what is it called? Those pumps, setting up those pumps, and all that kind of stuff that's required for the oil field.
Yeah, I was looking. I've been entertaining some different ideas about just with. I don't know that we're in as bad a shape, but I know that we're pretty fucking close. We've had 3 of the top 15 trucking companies go bankrupt in the past 3 months.
Yeah.
So it's pretty bad here as well. Matter of fact, even Fox News yesterday did a major story about how bad things are right now, explaining to everyone why things are so expensive. Sorry, Orchidilia finally messaged me, so I was trying to deal with that too. But the cost of things, you're making the same money we do here. So the fact that everything is so much more expensive there, and trying to maintain a home, food, a lot of, as you know, I have a lot of friends in Canada, and the more I go up there, the more I meet. And it's the same thing from everyone I meet. We can't afford food. We can't afford this. You either get gas or you eat dinner or you skip lunch or what. It's absolutely insane. And yet, you watch these, I up until I did the convoy, I didn't know shit about Canada other than I've driven up there to deliver auto parts. Now I actually watch your guys' questioning sessions often. Nothing is happening.
Yep.
How is that even possible? People are losing their houses. The homeless population is quadrupling at a never before seen rate.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And these are people who work. Even working full time, they still can't afford the house payment or the food or the oil or the tax on the tax on the tax on the tax for the carbon bullshit, unless you're out east, in which case if you'll vote for Tridick, you get a bonus.
Castro Jr.
It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. And again, things here compared to Canada, things here are like Disneyland. I was talking with Dee before, and one of the things that I would do is I would tell her, hey, I've got to go to Walmart and stock my truck. Well, many times now I've had her on my phone doing a video chat, and while I'm at our Walmart, I'm showing her the prices of what I'm paying for hot dogs. I eat cheddar sausages because there's no carbs, Swiss cheese, yada yada, and I'll show her the prices. And she's like, oh, here, that's like 8, that's 10, that's 6, and it's almost triple every single time I'm showing her something and how much it costs. So, for instance, she was talking about having $25 to buy groceries in Canada or having $18 to buy groceries in the States, and you're going to get more for the 18 in the States than you will for 25 in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah,
Another thing she mentioned was the food banks, that the food banks aren't giving anything. That For a family of 3, the protein was a 6-pack of hot dogs and a frozen dinner. What the fuck is that?
it's insane. I know.
It's unreal. Yesterday we were talking. Jay told me he went and saw $130 turkey. For $130, that turkey better come with a midget and a hand job. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I want the little fingers. I want both hands. Yeah, I need some entertainment for $130.
Yeah, the turkey should have a size of a grizzly bear or something. But I never
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah, no shit. 4 steaks is $90 at Costco.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's unbelievable. So, yeah, this isn't really the direction I had intended it to go in, but, things just go the way they do. And then, you take your trucking industry on top of that, and it makes it even more expensive because now obviously the cost gets passed on to the consumer. And if it's already expensive and now you add that on top of it, it's insurmountable. You would have to be the CEO of a fucking company to make enough money to enjoy a home and gas and a car and insurance. And, it makes no sense. Like I said, it's bad here, but it's way worse there.
The thing when I was in my last trip and the couple trips before I made, the big thing for a Canada-US border crossing trucker like me is not only the normal cost to, like, everybody has to pay for. It is the big exchange rate between the Canadian dollar and the US dollar. So there will be another 38% on top. So for every Canadian dollar I spend, it will be another 38% because the exchange rate, it's $1 US compared to $1.38. That's up to date, the exchange rate. So when I'm spending $100 US, being in the US, I'm paying actually 138 Canadian dollars, and I'm being paid Canadian dollars, so I'm losing a lot of money. When I got stuck between June, July, and August in Arizona in the heat, so I couldn't stay in the truck. I had to go in a motel. It was $80. No, in real it was $110 each day. I spent $15 to $18 for an Uber. No, it was in real $25 out of my wallet. And so it added up and added up. I totally, in total, I spent roughly 30,000 US. But it
Holy shit!
But it was over 40,000 Canadian. And then just to get the numbers out, and then I didn't have any income for 3 weeks. All the payments were running through 7,000 a month, truck, trailer, insurance, permits, and it totally killed me. So, and I decided when I finally made it home, and so I was happy after 3 months, and the dog was not barking at me, he was waving, and he was happy to see me. And my wife opened the door and didn't say I don't even open for a stranger. So she opened the door and recognized me too. All good in that way.
Well, congratulations. I mean, really, yeah.
I got worried about it stuff, I can tell you.
So you didn't look anything like her boyfriend.
I never met him, so I cannot even.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah,
the
no.
good thing is, I have a smart wife. When I arrive, he's gone.
Yeah. So, whereabouts are you in Canada in relation to Jay?
I am 3,400 kilometer away. So 2,000 miles, a little bit more than 2,000
Oh,
miles.
fuck! Wow.
Canada,
Where is okay? So where are you?
you probably don't know anything about Edmonton, I guess.
No,
Edmonton,
no.
Alberta.
So is that you're obviously west?
I'm far west. So when you go straight up North Dakota, it is 6.5 hours from the border North Dakota to my place.
Wow.
Straight
Jesus.
North Dakota.
Because at some point, oh my God, okay, Orchidilia made it. Holy shit. Congratulations, Orky. I'm gonna post the link that you need, and that way you can pop on here with us. There we go. All right, there it is, Orky. So at some point I have to meet you. I have to. It's on my absolute must make happen.
I was so going close because everything was pre-planned. I tried to come to Ontario to visit another brother, another trucker, a very famous one, Chaba Busy, and the money was set up for doing a vacation, but everything was going to explode with my breakdown. I never expected being that
Yeah.
long, so badly stuck, and getting so screwed over by the shops and by Freightliner. My truck was a Western Star. It's nothing else than a freight shaker in a Western Star costume. Same thing. And so they screwed me over in every time and every way. And I tried to leave Arizona 3 times, and I broke down another 3 times. And when I finally made it home after the 3 months, I was happy to be home. And then there came the next bill in, extension of my plate, and for Canada, US combined, $2,700. So I looked at my wife, she looked at me, and she said, in that situation we are in right now, with that economy here in Canada, do you really want to keep going? Think about twice, 3 times, and I'm begging you, think about. And I said, you know what, we don't even have that money anymore, or we have to override the credit cards or whatsoever, and the market is so low, so I will not be able to keep up. And what if the truck breaks down again, because it's a lemon truck? And so I made the hard decision to shut my business down. And it was a tough one, but I think still it was the right one to do. Because,
So
it would be
did you sell it? Did you sell the truck?
No, the truck, the red one, I had an accident. I sold the red one after 8 months fighting with the insurance company. So the red truck, I was in Ottawa at a protest. I had an accident last year, September, with that one. And it took them 8 months to decide and repair, and big losses before also. And but I made it back on my feet by the only choice, selling the reliable truck and buying a used one, I don't know. And at that time, I bought them end of 2022 in December, and there was nothing on the market. So I bought it blind. And I looked the year, it was a Western Star 2. The mileage wasn't too bad. The big 16-liter engine, I said, it should work. But it was a complete rip-off. It was a screw-over.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, when I got them, and I had so many fall quotes on my way home. I spent so much money. I spent more time in the shops than being on the road since I bought that one. So all the money I got left over from the red good truck, I spent in the creepy truck, and it was to the beginning the black, what was it? The Black Beast with a big engine, 600 horsepower. And I renamed it after all the breakdowns to the Black Bitch, and it turned out to be a big market.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Lord, man. You never know what you're going to hear here. So, for all of my woke fans, it's a Canadian thing you wouldn't understand. Oh, shit. Oh God, man. So then the Black Beast, where is it now?
I had it up for a long time, still parked on my yard. I live on an acreage, just to let you know. So I'm able to park truck, trailer, and everything on my yard. And I informed the leasing companies, hey, I'm out of business. I'm shutting officially down. You can, it is called officially, I resolve or dissolve my company, and they can collect their equipment because it's still owned by the banks.
Oh, so they just came and got it.
And then they said, okay. And a little bit more than a week ago, a sheriff showed up and showed me his badge and stuff. And I'm here for a warrant. I said, not for me. I'm whatever happens, go on my website, wasn't me.com. He said, no, it's all fine. Uh, I'm here because of the truck. And I said, okay, that's fine. And so I assisted him with collecting the truck. So he ordered a tow truck and they towed him out next day out of my yard. But I was fine with that. But I still have the trailer in my yard, and it is a big bank, and the bigger ones, they are slower. So, but probably or hopefully it will be pulled out of my yard in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. I don't know.
So was that your trailer, or did you still owe on that as well?
So I finance both because when I started as an owner operator, I never owned my trailer. So I always hold a company trailer. And that was a good thing. So you're only
Yeah,
responsible for the truck, not for the trailer, not for the tires of the trailers and the
yeah,
maintenance.
yeah, absolutely.
It saves you a lot of money. But when I had no choice after Ottawa to go independent, I needed my own trailer. And so I built up my reputation from zero as independent, with starting with brokers, with company. It was pretty rough and pretty tough to do that. I managed it pretty well, but then I had my accident, unexpected. And
What happened with that? So start from the beginning. What happened?
so I was helping harvesting in British Columbia, big farming, so carrots, picking up from the farm, from the manufacturer, bringing up to the fabric, so where they are bagged and weighted and getting ready for the grocery stores. So 1.5, 2 loads a day, back and forth, back and forth. Here in Canada, the winter comes earlier, so it was getting already freezing temperatures, bad roads, bad visibility. And I'm not very or 100% familiar with British Columbia. And it was getting after dark. I was really pretty tired. I had a loaded trailer behind me, fully loaded. And so I decided, okay, I had my 12 and a half hours. You are maximum 13 hours allowed in Canada to drive. I know it's 11
Wait a
hours.
minute. You can drive 13 hours?
You can drive 13 hours in Canada, but you have only 1 hour to spare, including checkups, breaks, whatsoever. 14 hours total. That's it. But
No
13
shit.
hours, yes. So I maxed out every day for a couple of weeks my 13 hours driving time. And I had a loaded trailer, very heavy, those bucket trailers, kind of dump trailers from the farm,
Yeah.
and very long wheelbase. And so I tried to go, the place is called Hope, British Columbia. I tried to go to that Flying J, a newer truck stop, but it was completely filled up. You need to know those truck stops here in Canada, they are way smaller than used to be in the States. And I know they built a newer one across the road on the other side, over the overpass from the highway, an Esso station, a big one. And so I went over to that place, and so I needed to make a turn to the right. Behind me was an idiot trucker with full high beams into my mirrors, so I couldn't see shit. So I was blinded from my own mirrors. And then there was somebody in the intersection on the right So I couldn't make the very big turn like I normally do. And the intersection completely dark, no street lights, no nothing. So I made that turn, and there was somebody on the right side, and then I realized a bump from the back, and my truck starts moving. I said, "Wow, that's not a good thing." So I went off the asphalt, and I didn't know it is not a 90-degree turn; it is a 180-degree turn, and a very sharp,
Oh shit.
a very sharp one. And after the asphalt, it's gone. It's stopped. It goes right away down into a little valley and bouncy, the ditch. So it goes downhill. So my trailer went a little bit, maybe 1 foot, 1.5 into the ditch, what is downhill, and started to pull over, turn to the right, and that turned over, and that turned me over too, because
Oh.
the connection with the fifth wheel, it's so
Yeah,
solid.
yeah. It just pulled you over.
The trailer pulled, and they pulled me over too. And I
Right.
was sitting in 45 degrees in the complete dark, and looking into the trees because my lights shining in that way. And I said, "What the fuck is happening?" Now it's too late.
Oh wow.
And but yeah, the cops showed up, and I called them all, and I was fine, just a little bit, not really shocked, but I was very unhappy and pissed off. And I said, "What kind of intersection? How stupid they made it, and how unsafe it is. No street lights, no lane markings, no nothing." And when the cops showed up, they said, "You know what? Don't blame yourself. You are not a local. We have about 3, 4 trucks, semi trucks, having on the same spot, exactly the same spot, the same situation, turning over, flipping over, and we have also at least 6, 7, 8 cars, SUV. They are ending up in a ditch because that intersection is so dangerous."
Holy shit.
And I said, "So why are you guys to serve and protect not telling the city of Hope where it is happening that it is a dangerous place and that cannot stay that way?" He said, "Oh yeah, they're telling us we have no money, so it needs to be that way, or we have to close the road. And they need to have it open because that's a big truck stop right behind." So, and it was happening September 29, 2022. And when I was getting foot and had my customers and built my reputation up, so everything crashed right away from one minute to the next, or one moment to the next. And so it took the insurance forever to send an appraiser for an estimate. Is it a write-off? Is it repairable? And I pushed them, I called them, and I sent emails. And I finally messaged at the end of the year that they decided, okay, it's repairable. Where do you want the truck? So I let them tow to my place, and another 2.5 months passed by until it was fixed. So over 8 months, no income,
Wow.
and paying for the truck. And that truck was still financed, almost paid off. And but I purchased the trailer, so I had to pay the insurance, the same thing, the insurance, the truck, the trailer, and my home living, so pay for everything. And that's why I decided to buy the Black Bitch in hope, hey, I have to continue, I have to do something. So to keep my customer happy, not losing them, and back on the road and getting back on my feet, I have the Black Bitch decided, nope, I'm not going anywhere, I'm breaking down in Arizona. And that was my game over.
So what ended up being wrong with the truck?
The emission system, so the after treatment system, the whole box thing, everything. So I went down, I offloaded in Utah, and I had a reload in Phoenix. And right in between Vegas and Phoenix, that place is called, what was it, Kingman.
Yeah.
Hello, ORCHIDILIA. And so the truck slowed down, and it showed me it needs a parked region. All the lights went in my dash on. And the first stage of a derated truck is it goes down to 55 miles an hour.
Right. Yeah. I just experienced that same bullshit over my week.
But if you ignore it, it can happen every minute, maximum 2 hours. It derates
Right.
down to the second stage to
Correct.
5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then you cannot drive anymore because
Yeah, because you're in full D rate.
yeah. So I
went through the exact same thing.
So I stopped and I tried to do the regen. It never finished. I called a service. I called the tow truck, and then the whole gong show started, and that was going on for 3 months. I went into 3 shops, one local, a good dealership, but they said, hey, we have the software to go into everything. And the second one, Freightliner, they said you need a one box, it's 20,000 US after I spent already 18,000 or something. And then I finally found another shop, recommended. They cashed in another 9,500. They deleted the truck and had to put a new turbo in because that one exploded after my.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, and when you get screwed over, like you really go for the big show, fireworks and dancing monkeys, the whole 9 yards.
You know, I was sitting in one motel and I went to one after another to figure out which one is the best one. I ended up in a motel for 6 weeks, and there was always pigeon coming, and I feeded them because I had nothing else to do. I know all the pigeons already. It's incredible.
So you became good friends with the pigeons.
Yeah, and they probably still looking out for me. There are signs. Where's Eric?
Yeah. I'm just saying, you could have got a BB gun and had a fantastic dinner with a grill. You know, because squab in the States is a very popular dish.
Yeah, but I'm too stupid to prepare myself.
Well, what we should do is we should have sent you Orchidilia, and she could have just went down there and took care of it because she's a grill master.
I know, and I was going to meet her in Vegas, and
I know, I missed that. We missed that.
Absolutely, and
the birthday celebration too.
Yeah,
your birthday we missed too. We were supposed to see you then.
Yeah, it was unfortunately, and you almost said that guy is lying. He is still breaking down and still down.
No, I would never say that. Come on now.
I
would never say that.
I'm just joking.
Who's gonna call you pretty much every day while you were there, huh?
Yeah. Where are you, lazy dude?
I told Eric, I said, you probably should get up and go and see them because it's been a month. Like, go there, drive there, make the effort and actually go see them because they might be pulling your chain here. You've been there for way too long.
Yeah, it wasn't his chain they were pulling. I mean,
his wallet.
Yeah. They had him ass raped with no lube. Yeah, I don't know if that's a Canadian thing or what, but
I know what you mean. I still feel it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got to burn when you pee. So, Miss Orchidilia, yes. There are a lot of people here right now that would like to know what the hell. So I'm going to open the floor to you and allow you to explain to us what happened after Mr. Italian Sandwich decided to play your trumpet. What the fuck happened?
Actually, it wasn't my trumpet he was playing because Carolina came in the picture. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I was like, she came in and got a massage. And then I asked her, like, oh, like, are you here by yourself? And she said, yeah. And so I asked her out for dinner. And then I asked her out for dinner only because I knew that I need somebody else with dinner with me. I can't be one-on-one with some Italian sausage, right? So I was like, oh, okay. So here we go. As soon as she said, yeah, I'm traveling by myself. I got here yesterday. I was like, do you want to go for dinner tonight? And she's like, yeah, okay. And I was like, okay, cool. Right. So I said to, what was his name again? Well, Pierre.
Mario or some shit.
No, your name is Mario.
Oh yeah. Pedro.
So right away I said to Pedro, I'm like, I said, Carolina's gonna join us for dinner. And he's like, three.
Oh my god.
So I was like, okay, that tickled his fancy. I'm like, that's good.
Yeah, it was just fancy you were tickling, okay.
Anyways, he was happy.
I bet he was.
He thought we weren't legit. I was pretty much legit. I shut up the camera because he said, shut the camera, enough, which is true. I mean, when you're starting to meet people, they don't want to be on camera. I mean, there's only so many things they want to say and do, but
I understand.
It's all kind of like acting. That's why I said it was all acting for us, right? So he's like, no, just come dance with me. I'm like, okay, fine, here we go. I got copyright for most of the music that he played on there. So
right.
Okay, here we go. So sure enough, we stayed and talked with him and his friends, and then more friends came. And I was like, oh my gosh, he is like the king of Mondello, because everybody was waving to him and he was giving them drinks. I was like, oh, he's very generous today. He's feeding everybody booze off of his truck. And I was like, all right, here we go.
Jesus.
So it was nice to actually be able to like talk to people, usually mostly at the end of my trip or even during my trip. I mean, I was able to talk to quite a few people while I was traveling. But that experience alone was like, what? Okay, let's be nice. Let's be genuinely nice. I said, and he was genuinely nice back to me. So I said, okay, this guy's probably harmless. The girl that was with him, or a couple that was with him, she said to me, she's like, I just need to tell you about Pedro. And I was like, oh, okay, is this good stuff?
Okay.
Stuff. So she's like, he is an honest guy. He has my back. Her English was a little bit broken, and I said, no, I already felt that from just meeting him. I said, I'm not worried about him, to be honest. I said, I actually felt comfortable with him. I said, because he genuinely felt comfortable, like just the way his charm was, right? Like, I mean, everybody says, you got to be careful of the Italian men there because they could be really forward. And I said, oh yeah, I've seen some forward ones. I said, don't trust me. I said, I've seen them, right?
That was not forward. That was like a drag strip. I mean, he put that son of a bitch with nos. I'm just saying, your leg was starting to climb up him. I didn't know whether you were dancing or whether you were using him to get up on the roof. Like, I was like, what the fuck is it? It got really weird to watch.
But then Carolina came when I had this camera off. She took it over. It's like, thank God, right? So I said to her, I have to go use the bathroom. She was like, I do too. Where are you going? I said, I'm going in the beach. I was like, there's nowhere else to go. I said, thank you to stop the camera. I said, I literally have to go to the. She's like, I do too. And I was like, okay, well, I'll be over there. And she started dancing with him. I was like, oh, thank God. I said, he's totally off my case, right? So she was dancing, but I went to go for a swim. I was like, oh my gosh, the water feels amazing. So I stayed.
I bet it did. It felt real warm real quick, didn't it? Those fish are never going to taste the same. Somebody's going to catch that and go, am I the only one that's feeling Asian right now?
No, I know. So I'm going in there swimming. I go back out. I fold up my clothes. I'm like in my towel and stuff. And then she comes in. And then she comes walking out. She like strips down, like fully naked. I'm like, what? I said, are we nuding this right now? It's just the two of us, right? And she went, because she had on, I guess, her bathing suit, maybe just a bra and panties. I can't tell. It's a little bit dark, right? So she just went all buck in. I was like, you're naked, eh? And she was like,
yeah. You're naked, eh? You had to throw the Canada at her.
Yeah. So she was like, yeah. She's like, I didn't want to get my undergarments wet. And I was like, oh, smart, very smart.
Yeah, cool. So
she went in there, did her thing, and then she sat back. She came out. I gave her my towel. I only had one towel. So I gave her my towel, and she dried off, and I was just sitting there. And then we started talking. And then we sat there. I put the blanket back down, and we started chatting away. The next thing you know, Pedro comes with 2 drinks for us. We're like, whoa. So we just sat there and had a drink. Pedro went back to its truck. So he had to tidy up and stuff. And he's like, are we good? Like, 10 p.m., 10 tonight. We're like, yeah, we're good. He's like, okay, 10 p.m. He's like, you have my number. You have my number. You message me on WhatsApp. We meet you. I said, who's we? He goes, I bring a friend. I was like, okay. I said,
my God.
okay, here we go. It's not just one guy. We got 2 guys and 2 girls. Like, okay, here we go. Anyways, we ended up hitting it off, meaning that we had a good time. Yeah. I can't tell you any details about her, myself, whatever happened. It was just, we had a good experience, let's say. We had a good, fun night. And yeah, I didn't go back live because I figured, you know what? I'm starting to like enjoy the last couple of my, days. And plus, I don't really want to tell people when I'm leaving because then it's kind of like, oh no, she's leaving. She's going to be on the plane. Let's check out the next flight where she's going, right? I like to leave it. I ended it as if I should have did another stream and said goodbye to everybody. But I was like, it is. I've almost been here a month now. I said, I got to enjoy the last couple of days off camera and just go with it. The weather was still nice. It was beautiful, like literally beautiful, right? So I just stayed for the rest of my stay without having to go live. That was it. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
So then, you got back when?
I got back late Sunday. Oh. Sorry, my friend was on the phone and I was like talking. Oh my God. He called. I thought he hit the end button.
I think my arm is talking to me.
And I'm talking to you and he's like, did you turn the camera off? Like, God, like, I'm talking to you. Hello. I'm like, who's talking to you? I'm talking to you. And I was like, my freaking eyeballs. Okay, such a weird evening, guys. I'm so sorry. I woke up, all I heard was a female in the house. And I was just like, oh, what's going on? And I'm like, I know I'm at home, but why is there a girl yelling for me? And I was like, where am I? And I opened, I'm like, my bedroom door was open. So I could hear this voice. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting freaked out in my own house. Like, what is it? And then I was like, did I actually hear a voice? And I was like, waited to listen. I heard like footsteps and I was like, hello? And she's like, Vaughn. She's like, what the heck? We had 100 people looking for you. Shitless. Like, what is wrong with you? Turn your phone on. Like, what? And I was like, me? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God, you're naked. And I was like, what? And I was like, yes, thank you very much. And I was like, what are you doing here? She's like, you're supposed to be on live with OTR with John. Everybody's looking for you. I said, holy shit, what time is it?
Oh my God. Yeah, I was literally like having a bad anxiety attack because like I kept saying, I was like, you got to understand, this isn't somebody who says I'll meet you and then doesn't show up. Like something's not right. And I'm freaking out. And she says, I'll go check on her. And I'm like, I will kiss your toenails. I legitimately said I will kiss it. I need to know she's okay. If she got mad, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But
so I literally came home and then I was like, oh, it was 5:45. Like, I'm just going to have a quick nap. Like, literally, I thought to my head, like, I'm kind of tired. I did get up at like 2 a.m. this morning. I've been up since. And I was like, oh, kind of tired because last night I went to bed at 6 p.m. So now it's like getting to like 12 hours of work. I'm still working in. I get home. It's like, oh, I feel nice. I'm home. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to take off my clothes and just lie in bed. Right. Little did I know I should have set the alarm on. And I was like, wait a minute. John will wake me up. Don't worry. He'll wake me up. But little did I know I hit the do not disturb button. So no rings were coming in. So when I heard D and then she told me and I was like, went to look at my phone. Holy shit. I got like 14 messages. What the heck is going on here? And I was like, oh yeah. Big Dog Mog text messaged me. She's like, are you okay? She's like, we're looking for you. We're waiting for you. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. D, I want you to know there's every single guy here on this channel right now wishes they could have been you at that particular moment. That would have been phenomenal.
Where?
She posted on the chat here. She said, LOL, full frontal view.
Well, because I wasn't expecting. I didn't think she still had the key to my house. But even that, I didn't even know why there was a female in my house. I'm like, of all things, like, why is a female?
Are you the
going up?
prostitute I ordered?
It scared the bejeebies out of me. I was like, what is here, a female voice? Like, this is bizarre. Why would a female be in my house? Like, if anything, a dude I'd be happy with, but a female? I was like, okay.
I gotta meet Dee. Her comments are fucking killing me. It said, LOL, she's very tanned. It says she's very tanned.
Oh, you will meet her when you're here. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, she seems fantastic. I can't wait to meet her. So, okay, I want to open this up because the comments have been strolling. So I haven't really been paying attention. You're gonna pass on the toenail kisses, D. Thank you so much. I wasn't sure how I was gonna pull that off because I probably would have expelled some vomit. Really, I don't do feet, so that would have been bad. But I know there's a lot of people on here that wanted to ask you some questions. So if you've got a question for Orky, throw it up. Let's get them out there. I know there was quite a few, but I was trying to just pay attention to what you were saying, so I missed a lot of them. Yeah, so if you got a question, or for Eric, if you have a question for Eric or Orky, throw them up. Let's see what you got.
So Kay Luciano, you know what? The vacation that I had, actually, I didn't expect such an amazing experience. Like, traveling alone is one thing, but doing it in a country where there's so much love. Like, honestly, Italy is like, people said, oh, when you go to Paris, you'll feel the love. When you go here, you're going to feel the love, blah, 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 this, and that. In general, as a whole, Italy has actually changed my way of life, the way I think, how I'm going to function the next year coming up with this new year. It's just a set of new life. Not saying that I'm going to be like going after Italian men here. It's just the country itself has so much beauty, you know, and they're so laid back and set in their ways where they actually do close up shop for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours throughout the day. Most of the business actually closed from 3 o'clock till 6:30 till 7:30. One shop opened at 8:30. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So the only thing that you can actually get in some parts of Italy, even in Sicily, is like pastries within those hours, right? All the restaurants are pretty much closed, even for tourists. So you have to keep in mind that they eat late. They also wake up and enjoy espresso how many times throughout the day. They don't drink cappuccino after 11 for some reason. I don't know why that is, but they'll serve you cappuccino after 11 or 12. But apparently it's frowned upon. But just their way and their quality of life, how they run, they're so laid back, and you can see them just sitting there and enjoying conversation, enjoying that coffee. Nobody's in a hurry to go anywhere. You know, they don't care what type of purse that they're wearing. They don't care what shirt they're wearing or what they have on. They're just average people enjoying the day and just enjoying life. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like when we're in Canada or even in the US, we're always on a fast pace, go, 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 go. We got to work. We got to come home, pay bills, watch the kids, do this, do that. We don't actually take the time. At least I don't think we take the time to actually say, you know what? Let's live. Let's just enjoy this moment and just enjoy it. Right. I saw so much of that I was just like so amazed. So, you know, my friend, that was there, he said that the Italians had perfected the art of doing nothing. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? He goes, because they actually don't do nothing. Everything's so laid back that they just go with the flow. Nobody's in a rush to do anything, you know? I mean, obviously the way they drive is horrendous in Sicily, but other than that, it's just, no one's actually in a rush. They just go with the flow. You know, if they can do nothing, they'll do nothing all day. And that's pretty much what I did. I mean, I did a lot of stuff because I did a lot of walking and stuff, but just the cities alone all had so much beauty that I was just like, wow, like I have to come back here. Like this visit wasn't even long enough. Like I am going to come back there. I'm going to rent a car in Italy and just do like the Tuscany Valley and stuff. But I would like to have a friend to do that with me, because the experience doing it alone is fun because I can do it because I'm by myself. But to share it with somebody, whether it's your girlfriend, whether it's a partner, anybody, I think it would be more enjoyable. Like literally would be like, just like with any vacations, going with somebody obviously would be more enjoyable. But other than that, yeah, it was, I mean, I am going to go back. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going back. I'm ready to go back. I was even looking at a flight today for it was the end of March I was looking at, because the weather's still nice, right? So I was like, oh, maybe I can see what the flight is for March. If I book ahead, then at least I have something to look forward to for the new year, right? And I looked at flights, not bad. They were for a round trip from here to Rome. It was like $1,200. So I was like, okay, that's actually not bad. Because when I go to Asia, my Asia trip, flying to Asia, ends up being roughly about 1,900 going to Thailand. So to go to Italy for 1,200, I thought that's actually a steal at that time. So I'm like, oh, you never know. I might end up going there in March. But October, honestly, the experience in October is actually perfect. So I think I might stick to October and make it an October kind of vacation, because the weather was perfect. It was good to travel in Italy at that time that I went. There was a few rain, but other than that, it was good walking weather. It wasn't hot. I mean, I was hot because of the amount of steps I did. But other than that, it was actually, I feel that October is actually a good time for me to go based on ending the season with work and stuff. So, but yeah, definitely a trip that, if you guys haven't been to Italy, honestly, it is worth the experience. Minimum 3 weeks, I would say. 2 weeks if you can, but when you're there 2 weeks, you literally want to stay another week. So I would say 3 weeks tops to get to Europe is ideal for anybody. Did you get your Puma sneakers when you go back to Rome? Oh, Kimberly, no, I didn't get the Puma sneakers. I didn't actually have time. I'm gonna find them online here, so I'll order them online for myself. Oh yes, Northern Italy. I honestly would love to go back to Northern Italy. There's a lot of good beauty there. So yeah, but in a car. I want to rent a car this time when I'm in Italy and do the outdoor small towns. Yeah, no fast pace here.
Mark had asked Eric, how
Yeah.
long have you been driving?
Roughly 40 years now.
40 years. No shit. Wow.
40
So
years.
Eric, do you know what a two-stick Mac attack is?
No, but I know what is a one-piece made Russian truck to drive for, because I'm from the east side of Germany, and you don't want to have that experience, I can tell you.
Yeah, because back in the day, power steering was not a thing.
No.
You had to have an upper body like Hulk Hogan and Arnold Schwarzenegger had a love child in order to make a turn without moving.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was right neighbor. He was afraid of me, I can tell you.
Yeah. So have you ever seen the two-stick Mac? What it was set up as a dual. Instead of a straight 10, you had 1 through 5. Then the second stick would give you 6 through 10.
I know how it works. I never really drove one myself, but it is kind of a split transmission. So instead of having that one lever to go up and down, you're having a second stick.
So Big Dogma says that she hopes you understand how many people here absolutely adore you.
I don't know. I only hope so.
Yeah. Well, you are definitely loved here. That's I told you that the first time we talked, and you said, I don't understand that. I said, well, get down here, we'll show you. Mark is talking about that he appreciates and respects the amount of time that you've given to the profession. I'd like to know, when you started, you would have been straight leaf springs. You saw the introduction of air ride slide.
Yeah, continue.
No. What I was going to say was, so you have, when the introduction of air ride slide came, how much of a difference was that when you realized is sitting on a box versus sitting on something that will take a little bit of that out? That had to be a major adjustment.
Like I mentioned before, so I was growing up in the east side where there was no comfortable trucks available at all. And I had an upgrade from the GDR-made East German manufacturer to a big solid Russian truck. That thing had no suspension at air. It had one straight bank, not really single seats, and it was kind of scary. So even I was one time going with 60 miles an hour downhill to a four-way stop intersection, and I pushed the brake and there was nothing. So I crashed over with 60 miles an hour, and nobody came, and the brakes.
Oh shit!
So it's quite of an experience in a lifetime you're having, and it was all leaf springs for many years.
Right? Yeah.
And I learned to drive, and I was even an instructor with 25 years old, teaching other drivers, younger ones or new ones, how to drive a straight truck and a trailer with two axles, to backing up, to go in tight spots and going to the ramps and stuff like that. So I learned pretty quick with the toughest way you can imagine. And when I was first time into a West German truck, from the west side with air ride suspension and power steering and power brakes and all that stuff, I believed I'm riding a Cadillac or something. It was a completely different experience. Yeah, honestly. And so the power was amazing, and so I was driving everything that was available, from the MAN to the Sweden manufacturers, Volvo and the Scania. My favorite is still the Scania. And so I tried all kinds, and then I had a break from in the 90s to the early 2000s. Before I came to Canada, I was 17 years on mobile cranes, and you need a Class 1 license as well. They were mostly Mercedes chassis, big engines, 600 horsepower. So I was going from one place to another job, and I ended up my last jobs on a 500-ton crane, mobile crane, really pretty impressive one, and set up bridge pieces and those crazy windmills. And I know all about those lies about the windmills and renewable energy. So nobody can fool me about that stuff. So I had my experience with the engineers and what's going on. Everything I can tell, I have a lot of life experience in my years.
Oh yeah, I can understand. I've been 28, and I know in 40. I mean, I have a lot of stories at 28. I imagine 40. You know, I'll have even more. But I don't think the one thing that I'll have that you did is such a major transition, because there was a lot that was introduced between when you started and where we're at now.
Oh yeah.
The trucks, these trucks, I know there's not a whole lot of truckers on here, but these trucks are so computerized that if you own the truck will actually send you an email if there's something wrong with the truck. Yeah. It's absolutely incredible. So you go from something that's just a diesel engine with a seat and no power steering to now your truck says, hey, I feel like shit. Can you give me a diaper or something? You know, it's unbelievable, the amount of change that you've seen going from point A to point B. I think probably the greatest change that we will see in my time is the introduction of self-driving trucks, which I don't believe you're going to see in my lifetime across country, but I do believe you will start seeing in, like, let's say you live in a smaller city or something like San Fran, where it goes from something in San Fran to San Fran, you know, because you have to set up that grid. It's not just going to automatically go cross country. That's a big setup that has to happen. Plus, you have to have an internet connection that's going to be consistent and never going to skip, because if you skip and truck number 4 doesn't talk to truck number 5 and it just stops in the middle of the road, you have a fucking problem. So I don't think we are there Wi-Fi capability right now, and I don't think there's anything set up yet. But I do believe that in my lifetime, we'll start to see inner city self-driving trucks. I think that's just around the corner.
I can tell you that it will come. It is already in testing, but not that dramatically that somebody has to be to be worried about. So there will be always a lead truck and maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks behind.
Right,
and you
right.
have to have a human in the front truck who opens the doors, who managed all the paperwork, all the dispatch stuff, and you cannot get rid of the human involved. So at least one person, let's say for 5, 6 trucks, who needs to be involved, who do the human work because the machines are not able to do everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Orky, there was a lot of questions about the ticket prices going back and forth with I can't remember who it was now. His wife was asking. It was Jim Thurkill. Orchidilia, was it $1,200 for the ticket? My wife is curious, and I'd love to be Pedro, but my wife would bury my dead ass in the sand or beach. If I came home, I would look like a Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, it was $1,200 round trip for the end of March. 1,200 round trip from Toronto to Rome.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Before you go back to Italy, you have to learn to enjoy an unexpected butt massage by some stranger.
That wasn't
by another woman. Hey, yes. Look, do all of us a favor. The next time you're going to get a butt massage, could it be someone that's kind of hot, and we can have our own cheap porn music going in our head, but watching the old woman rub your ass was definitely a cheap Italian porn. The music track sounded like something from the old, like, this is Bobby. Bobby likes to be home. It was horrible. Fucking horrible.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't even expecting that. When she was working my thigh, I was just like, woman, are you like okay back there? And I was like, oh, because she was like, there's my crotch, it's my crotch is here, my legs are coming down here. She's massaging like this, going up like this, and then rubbing down.
Oh my God, happy ending.
I was like, oh, she's getting so close up there and kind of having an after moment thought here. And then she grabbed my ass and then just started going. And I was like, oh, okay, there you go.
Well, was she trying to start it? I mean, yeah.
It was funny. The next time I get a massage, definitely make sure it's an Italian dude that's offering a free massage on the beach. I don't have to pay.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was very interesting. OTR, I would think the opposite. Not unmanned in the cities, but on the interstates from exit to exit, like triples are. Okay, so Kimberly's talking about if you've ever been on the PA Turnpike. We have triple 48s that can be pulled, but you can't do that anywhere else in the U.S. Now, I could totally see that happening. The only reason I don't see that being the first introduction is because the amount of infrastructure that would have to be set up over that span, I think, would be more than they would garner out of the amount of trucking I think that would be something that would be gradually built versus done as a single unit. For me, I think it would be more inner city, like, there's a I-10 in California, that would just run from San Fran to San Fran, just up a short distance. I think the expense of the infrastructure is going to be phenomenal. The most important part of that is going to be the Wi-Fi, because keep in mind, there's millions and millions of people on the general LTE band. It's going to have to be something that's strong enough that whatever is going to truck 1 through 5 has to have the same signal no matter where it is. It cannot degrade. It cannot be lost due to storms, snow, whatever. It has to be consistent the entire time. A lag could literally shut down the whole thing and put it into a default, like we have a D rate on a regen status.
Yeah, you are right with that one. And even like here in Canada, so on a trip, I'm going from one province to another, and then I'm crossing into 3 different weather conditions. One is sunshine, and 2 hours later it's rain, and another 1 hour it's completely frozen and it's never ice. And you know, the fog is building up first. It goes on all the sensoring things. They are on the roof of the vehicle, and it gets very unsafe in that way. And when one of those sensors is compromised, the whole thing is going down completely. So I don't think it is far from developed or ready to go for use. And right now it is so expensive, and humans are so cheap that and more reliable, that probably the companies go back to the humans because they are cheap and reliable, instead of spending millions of dollars for only one unit to get it on a road and get rid of the humans. They can never get rid of humans involved in any time.
Yeah, so Kimberly says she doesn't see it happen, too many moving parts. And I believe that on a grander scale, but I can, for instance, drones came in very recent. Now, keep in mind, I have roughly 6 drones. I have everything from the very high professional to the minis. I carry 2 drones on my truck with me at all times, just for shits and giggles. So I'm very, very well apt to the drones. We are already using drones in certain beta markets for deliveries. And in the UK, they use these little bitty boxes on wheels. They have 6 wheels, and it will fit roughly a grocery bag or 2 of contents. And you can order it up like DoorDash, and it will automatically completely come to you on the sidewalk. It tells you when it's there. You pick up your stuff, and it goes back. They're using this all over the UK right now. I was talking to Dorset Knob today, and he sent me a video showing me this little program that they have, and it's all over. So all of this just came in, and the self-driving project has been working for a while, longer than the drones. Now, Elon Musk just built the biggest quantum computer in human history. He's taking every single piece of video that's ever been collected from a Tesla unit and inserting it into this computer in order to generate algorithms that will make the driving portion of this safer. So to say that there's no way it's not going to be introduced within the next 10 years, I think is a little impossible. That's like saying we're the only people in the universe. No way. It's going to happen. It might be small, but it's definitely going to happen. They want to push it. Look at SpaceX. You know, I mean, everything that people said, no way in hell at this point, you know, as sad as it is, the submarine that imploded, you know, they said no way in hell that's going to happen. It did, you know. So the boundaries are being pushed every day because the amount of money that could be generated from that is too much to ignore. And we're all about pushing boundaries. So there's no way that something isn't going to be happening. I have actually personally seen the self-driving truck in Arizona work. So it's out there. It's happening. It may not be producing results as far as profit for freight right now, but all of the testing is going on every day. It's going to happen. 5 to 10 years. It's coming, period. Orky, I know you were sitting there laughing, giggling, looking. What did you have?
Oh, I'm just for some reason, normally I can see the chat on StreamYards, but for some reason I can't see the chat, so I have to use my phone to type in. So I don't know, and I thought you only had 2 people you're
That's
allowed
weird.
to have. Yeah, it's weird because normally I can slide
I don't know.
over the
Same
chat
with me.
from the studio, and I can see the chat on the screen, but I can't see it. There's no
I
tab.
The comment from Big Dog Ma, yeah, Orchi for about 20 minutes.
What happened? Wait, I missed that. What happened? Say that again. What happened?
The only thing I'm seeing on what is the written comments, it's like a frozen comment from Big Dog Ma.
Oh, yay, Orky. Okay,
That's
yeah,
on the
I don't
screen.
know.
No, I'm
That's
talking
so
about
weird.
the backstage. Normally, like I can type to you guys, the 3 of us can type and have a conversation, but normally there's a tab that you can see the chat live, and I could type with the chat. So I don't see that option today, so I'm using my phone to type with the chat. Normally you could do it on screen on
Okay, so
StreamYard.
I'm trying to figure that out. Why is that doing that? Hit something and totally screwed it up. Now all I got is private chat. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, so I can't see.
So you have to use a totally different device.
Yeah, normally you could see the
That's
real
really
chat,
bizarre.
the live chat, but I can't see it. So I'm using my phone to type in. Which I mean, it's quicker if I could type on here because at least the computer it's letting me go. But on the phone, it's like I gotta type, you know. So I don't have that option right now.
Well, I don't know how to fix that. So Jim asked, wife was wondering if we could make it without speaking Italian.
Yeah. So in Italy, and all the tourist
Cowboy
areas,
Wash, I got you.
Everybody speaks Italian, but when you go to Sicily, you won't get that many people speaking Italian.
Cowboy Mosh said if you put it on a smart TV, you can see the chat.
Oh, I know. I can see this chat, but I can't type in. Like I want to be able to type in.
Got it.
I don't want to use my phone to type everybody. It's easier because I'm looking at the screen and I could just type as I go, and I'm staring at you guys. But now I got to stare down at my phone and do one of these, like.
Yeah, Joel, that's what I use as a Bluetooth keyboard. I have that. Matter of fact, I keep it up here for when I had your lives were so fucking early, and I never knew where I was gonna be. So I actually ended up keeping a Bluetooth keyboard with me just above my head so that I could quickly whip it out and start typing.
Oh my God, that's hilarious! Wow, that's a huge keyboard.
Yeah, no, it's great, and it folds down to this.
Like, how big is your fingers? Like, those are like huge buttons.
No, they're not. They're really not. Look.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, they're the regular size. That's how I see it.
Yeah,
okay.
Regular size. Yeah, but and then I have the mouse over here, and then it just connects via Bluetooth over here.
Oh my God, that is so cool! I gotta get one of those.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I normally carry it in my gaming bag, but every time you'd go on, I didn't know where I was going to be. So what is producing the fire right now is how I would watch you, and then I would lean up against the back of the truck and the pillows and use this. Or I'd watch it this way and type on the steering wheel. But I always had it nearby because, like, your damn videos were so freaking early. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
I was like, when I started live streaming, I was like, I can't live stream at 9 a.m. No one's going to be awake. The odd people that are night owls, but I need an audience because I mean, I'm going to be showing stuff, you know, around, and I don't want to have like 10, 12 people watching me. Right. So I started doing my lives later at 12 at least. Right. So like 12 o'clock would be like, or 11 would be my earliest that I'd try to go live. And you see the people that are waking up because the numbers go up. Right. It's like, okay, when 6 a.m. hits, 7 a.m. hits, you know, you get the 9 a.m. hits, and everybody's awake. Okay, 9 a.m. So I have to really start my stream at 3. I'm like, I can't start a late stream because there's only so much daylight, right? I'm like, too bad. I don't care. I said, I'm going to post my upcoming so people know that I'm going to start live at this time. If they decide they're up, right? So that's why I did the upcoming. Normally, I would just go on and just go bada bing, I'm live, right? But because the time change was like 6 hours ahead, I knew most of the audience was going to be in bed if I started live streaming at 9 a.m. Like it was just a given, right? So I just said, no, I'm going to post my upcoming. If people see that I'm going to go live, they can come in and say hi. They can pop in when they feel like it. You know, if I'm still live after the 3 hour mark, then they're up again, then cool, you know? So that's kind of like how I worked it. But I just couldn't meet times with everybody. When I was in Thailand, it's totally different because it's 12 hours ahead. So if I'm live at night,
Oh God.
then you guys are going to work and you're already in the afternoon. Do you know what I mean? So 12 hours ahead actually works better than 6 hours, because at least it's the next time slot, right? Where it's like it's 12 hours ahead. You're either awake or you're enjoying your dinner, right? While I'm live in the morning. So it worked that way, right? But the 6 hours, yeah, I would say, like, even when you go to the UK, you're gonna have that same problem that I did. You want to go live at 9 a.m. because you're up and you're roaring to go, but then your viewers are still going to be either in bed like at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. You're like, oh shit, I don't know. You have that same problem that I did.
So Big Dogma asked, does Eric have questions to ask you on this panel, or does he want to wait to talk to you later?
Well, Eric, what questions do you have for me privately? You can type in the private chat.
I talked to a few people we know on the chat for a while.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I know from Ottawa, and even Jay. So I missed that one particular chat to the detail, the beers and cheers, the one particular, when I heard some really, really bad stuff going on. I would like to talk about to you in person what was going on between you and LC and stuff, because I missed it completely.
Oh, that you know what? That day, I actually don't want to talk about it. I'll talk to you in private. You can talk. Yeah. We'll call. You can, like, that's a private conversation, only because things has happened during that time, and a lot of it was things that I probably wouldn't have expected to happen in my personal life.
Yeah.
So it's a bit sensitive, because here you feel that you can trust people or you can have so much faith in somebody, but then you realize that there's so many fake people out there, and there's so many evil out there. When I say evil, it's just acts of unkindness.
Yes.
That's
what I was really my point also, that it doesn't belong to a regular chat when we want to have happy times. So it is more a personal thing. I would like to know.
Yes, that's right. It's definitely personal, because I haven't been on that. I haven't been on in the chats. Yeah, you won't see me in certain chats anymore.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why.
I only heard a portion of that, and I haven't seen it myself. I don't want to take my time and research and maybe watching the whole thing. I don't even know if it is still.
I can get you the whole video. I have the whole video with the chat.
The only thing I know, and I got surprised, I got some people went to me myself and told me, hey, did you heard about it? Did you see it? And I said, no, unfortunately not. I'm not watching, or I'm not having the time, or I don't even know, or I have other stuff to do. I didn't watch that particular.
You weren't there that day, that evening.
And I wasn't on there, and then I couldn't believe what I'm being told. But I need to know better in person.
Yeah.
I don't want to make anything, into the room. I need to know what's going on. I know you. I know the other part, and to be on the right side before I make anything.
So if you want that video, I can easily get it to you. As a mod, you could see exactly what was happening to other mods.
Yeah.
Right. And it's wrong. Like, you put this person on this up here, one person up here above all other mods, and a mod is timing other mods out. Mods are there to protect the channel owner.
Yeah.
Right. Not to protect themselves on actual truth that was being told. Like, there's people in the chat. We had like about 260 people watching. You don't know who's watching. But as mods, if you're a mod, you get to see what was happening to other mods. So there was a few of us that was getting silenced by one person, and that one person got this whole authority because that person that owns that channel gave that person this authority. And it was just like, you know, YouTube has to change certain things. There shouldn't be managing mods to override a mod, because all mods are there to protect the channel owner, right? They're not there to protect themselves. If the chat's going in a different way that's screwing against the channel, that's different, right? As a mod, we're there for the channel owner, not for yourself, right? Like, I would never ban anybody because that person doesn't believe in banning. He goes back and unbans everybody the next week. So banning people doesn't make any sense.
I know absolutely what you mean, and I've seen surprisingly pretty early because I was many times visiting the chat.
Yeah.
And so I'm a trusted member, and I have the authority to delete, to block, and stuff like that. I never asked for that authority. I never used it. And I think, no, it's not in my business to do stuff like that.
No, it's not my business either. It's not my channel. I'm there to make sure that
up to the streamer, up to the owner.
That's right. That's right. And the funny part is, as a girlfriend, a longtime girlfriend, I was thrown in a field of lions by one person.
Yeah.
And if you could watch that, Eric, and people that actually were watching it, it was disgusting.
I believe you, and I realized that
like one person has the upper hand, and the channel owner does zero. He's hiding. He's hiding behind a screen, watching his girlfriend, and that was upsetting. And that's all I'm gonna say. So shame on you. So you know who you are. And I don't care if you think it's drama. It is unnecessary for me to be thrown under a field of lions by one person, one asshole. And I'll call him an asshole. I don't care. You guys want to record this and send it to Jeff? Go for it, because I've had enough. A person like me that has more dignity and more heart and love in my life should never be in that room the way I was put in that room. I should have been protected, but I'm not. So get that. I'm not even protected. And that was hurtful for me. And it still is till today.
Obviously. I'm sorry I mentioned that. So let us talk it on the phone. So I would like to talk personally about in person to you via the phone.
Yeah, I know. There's like I honestly, Eric, I went on this trip. I booked it last minute. I booked my trip September. It was September 10th, I think. I booked my trip. I needed to get away.
You needed an off time for yourself.
Yes, to get away, rethink. You know, it's 2023. We went through 3 years of COVID, of, you know, so much hate in the world, so much. When it came from businesses being shut down, you know, a lot of money being lost, so much. And you have our government predicting this, saying that, we got to do this. These rules and these laws were inflicted on people that are so innocent, just like with the truckers and everything. I have a reason to fight for integrity because I have so much love in my life. But why do we need hate and evil? I don't want hate and evil moving forward in my life. I want to spread kindness to people. But what was happening to me was bashing me. And even my name is still put through the mud. I'm being cyber bullied by one person, you know? And I'm still not protected, Eric.
But
I'm
not by the people they know you.
I know. That's why I couldn't deal with it. I was just like, I booked my trip and I said, I need out. I just need to understand, you know, where life is going to take me to, you know, a lot of stuff, right? So I went, I did my vacation. I'm back. I don't want to think about anything else. I mean, that stuff happened back in, I don't know when it happened, September or whatever it happened. Maybe it was August. I can't remember. But It happened. You can't change it. The only way you can change it is if you allow forgiveness to people that wants to say that they're sorry. You know, but even that, I'm getting shut down.
To tell you,
Phone calls aren't even being picked up.
I met you in person.
Yeah.
Know what kind of person you are. I really appreciate it. I'm happy I met you in person. You are a really great person, and you have a very nice personality. The only thing I'm not liking when you are in a stick shift in a high horsepower car.
I knew you should have been in the car with me in Sicily, Eric. Oh my gosh, you would have given me 3 thumbs up because I was driving like the Sicilians. And
Wow.
I had Carolina in the car. She's like, because I was driving her around, and she was like, oh my gosh, she's like, I would have never wanted to rent a car in Sicily. She goes, but here you are driving in Sicily. You're like a Sicilian driver right now. I said, I had to be. They're so aggressive on the roads that you had to go swerving left, you had to go swerve right, you had to do one of these. And I was just like, I can do this. And she's like, it's so amazing. And you drive manual. I said, you have to drive manual around here. Because everybody drives manual, right?
It's
So
all, I only lost 5 years of my lifetime. I'm old anyway, so it's all good.
yeah.
So, just curious, is there anything that you'll be doing when I come up in December that might be an amazing fucking time?
Who, us?
Yeah, us.
Well,
hello.
whatever you want to do. Hello. We got
No,
like
what?
We got to visit like so many people that need. That
No,
wants to meet
look.
you.
Wait. There's something in particular that you're going to be doing with me while I'm up there on December the 10th.
Oh, we're going to the concert.
You damn right we're going to the fucking concert. I get to take Orchidilia with me to the Aqua concert in the VIP lounge. That's what's up.
Yes.
So
that's gonna be an amazing time.
not some bullshit I'm fucking Sizer or any of this other. That is legit happening. That's going down. So take that and run with that one because that's going to be dope. And then we're going to a casino after the concert.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, and it's a Sunday too. So I mean, I've only been to Detroit like once ever, right? I did the casino, and people are like telling me, oh, don't bring your car, it's not safe. But the downtown area is actually safe because if you are parking your car at the hotel, I didn't feel that I was unsafe. It's the outskirts of Detroit that I have to worry about, which we aren't going to be on the outskirts of Detroit. We're not, we're not
gangbanging.
No,
I was gonna bring my shit and be like, yo, what up?
We're not robbing a bank, we're not doing any of that stuff. So yeah.
Man, I was getting ready to bring my Tech 9 and all roll up on my homies and cap some ass and bottle some soda and shit,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that being said, it's gonna be an experience. I can't wait because I'm like, I looked at today's date, I was like, oh my gosh, it's the 3rd. Is it the 14th today? I was like, oh my gosh. Like we're getting down by the days now. Before it was like, okay, we got a month, it's gonna be 2 months. I'm like, oh my God, my birthday's around the corner, and then John's coming.
Yep.
Like, so much is happening. Like in the next
I said that very same thing to 3 different people today, that I'm down to less than a month before this concert comes. And I am so fucking ridiculously excited. First of all, I am a massive Aqua fan. And the fact that I get to do this in a VIP and then you're going to be there with me. Yo, I mean,
yeah,
I've been looking forward to this trip for so long. Like, this is going to be the sickest time ever. And I've been picking up a couple of dance moves. So I'm going to try to throw those out. And I should get I should be throwing out some full white guy moves. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Like even like having D there too. Like that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
like,
Dee and her sister will both be in the mosh pit while we're sitting up above, and I'm gonna be like, I see her. I'm gonna be texting her while I'm up there. I see you down there bouncing around. You know what she had asked me? She goes, "Hey, you know what we should do is while we're at the concert, I'll come up to the VIP thing, and then I'll swap out with Orchidilia." I was like, "Good luck with that." I was like, I tell you what I'll do. I'll hand you a fucking drink through the fence or some shit.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're below from us, right? So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, we're who is it? Kimberly Sweet. Oh my God, let's talk Kimberly Sweet for a minute. This fucking chick has seen every band I absolutely love in person and like met a lot of them. She sent me like 100 fucking pictures today, meeting Aerosmith, Foghat,
oh my God, are you
the
serious?
Eagles. I swear to God, I wanted to punch her in the face. It was ridiculous.
So you're gonna be seeing Kimberly during that visit, right?
Yes, when I go up the 8th, I'm planning on meeting her before I go into Canada.
Okay, so that's the Friday then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my goal because I want to leave early so that I can meet her that night because it's only 8 hours from my place to the border. So if I can shoot straight up, I think she's like an hour north of the border. It shouldn't take me much. I can meet her, or even like meet up at a restaurant or something, and just meet up there. But like she was telling me at the Fillmore, she was like, I have been where you're going to go and you're going to love it. It's incredible. The bar is huge. It's behind you. And I'm like, oh, yo, I got a full bar behind me. Hot Asian chick, Aqua. Yo, I plan on dying after that. I think my bucket list is fucking full. It's game over.
I went inside the Fillmore and I was like, oh my God, this place is actually really nice in there. They've got the way it's set up and the way the stages are set up and just the peaks of like the seating area. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. And the bar is literally right behind us. Our seat is like right there. So that's why I was like, oh my God, we're getting like freaking service like right there at our feet. We don't have to go anywhere, so
yeah. And by the way, I think a week and a half ago or 2 weeks, so I've never bought tickets like this before, and I don't know if anybody else has, but it's a very weird deal. It's not like anything I've done. So you don't just buy the ticket and then you get the tickets. That's not how it works. You buy them, then they tell you, we'll let you know when your tickets are ready. And I'm like, wait a minute, but they're supposed to come to me via the phone. Like, how are they not ready? Okay, so I was like worried that this was going to be bullshit, but they give you a holding place. Then it took like 3 or 4 weeks after that before they said your tickets are now ready to view. You have 2 days to view the tickets and download them, or you have to resubmit your request to get them sent back to you. It's crazy, but I do have them. I got everything done. So all we have to do is just show the phone, they scan it, and we're in.
Oh, good stuff. That's fun. They're
saved onto my Google Wallet. That's where they go.
Good
So
stuff.
yeah, that was the first time I've ever experienced because the last time I bought concert tickets, it was a literal, you buy it and they send you a little barcode and that was it. But this StubHub, it's a whole nother level process with security and all that. Yeah, it's wild. Nope. Did I lose you guys?
No, we're here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Eric was like looking like, Eric looks like he's had a drink or something or lost his puppy or were you searching Pornhub? Two Germans in a cup.
Is your cup running low, Eric?
My cup is running full, but I still keep sitting here because
I know, because I was supposed to see Eric in Vegas, and then we were supposed to see each other because he was going to come down and bring his wife to his road trip to the east side. So I was like, when I was talking to Eric when he was in Arizona, I was like, I realized you have a big trailer. I was like, you can actually park your trailer across the street from me. I know the owners at the hotel, and you and your wife and the dogs can come in and have dinner and sleep and do laundry when you're here. It's gonna be an amazing time. And I said we could just drive around in my car and the dogs will be comfortable. We can go Niagara Falls and we could do stuff together, you know, without having to do it in the camper, right? So I was so looking forward, and then I was counting the days, like, he's got to come back for his birthday, you know, his birthday's coming up. I was like, oh my goodness, his birthday is here, and Eric is still in Arizona. Buggers, you know.
It was a mess.
It was so, and I was like, I was feeling Eric's pain, you know, and so it was easier to talk to Eric on the phone instead of text, because it was kind of like, you know, when you get Eric talking, you get Eric talking. We were on the phone for like hours. I was like Eric has so much stories and just so much knowledge. Like, you just want to listen. You just gravitate. You're like, yes, like, I'm awake for this. Like, wow, this guy can talk.
that sounds like, will he ever stop?
No.
She was ordering DoorDash and trying to plan for her next week's events. I mean,
oh my God, can somebody put a plug?
I think the one time I was falling asleep, because I think we were almost on the 2-hour mark conversation, and I was just like, I was just lying on the couch, I was talking, and I was like, shit, did I just doze off, and did I have a minute of silence? I wonder if Eric noticed that I kind of dozed off. But it was so funny.
Fuck, I'm so boring.
No, you weren't. I think because we were talking late, because of course it's 3 hours back, right? So you're awake and alive while it's 3 hours ahead. I'm like, shit, it's 12:30 already. I'm still on the phone with Eric, and he's only at the 9:30 mark. Of course he's still awake.
but I know what you're talking about. So I'm having that kind of, you know, somebody who is speaking a novel or something, or reading a book, and then my wife is start. Okay.
So she's the same then, eh? Oh wow.
So yeah, I'm not getting an answer, and I'm looking to the left, and okay, she's sleeping. Oh.
I think she was like, you know what, your voice is rhythmic. It's good for snoring. Yeah, just keep telling me a story. I'll just.
It is only my voice. It's not my.
Yeah.
I need to have an excuse, you know.
No, I think you should roll with that one. It's working for you.
Yeah.
Perfectly. I mean,
you know,
I can sleep well. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it works out great, because, you know, there are thousands upon thousands of people who suffer with, you know, not being able to sleep. What we'll do is just record a few videos and, you know, call it Eric Takes You Out, or, you know, puts you out of your misery, or, you know. Who needs to be an alcoholic? We can just listen to you.
Oh my gosh. No, but Eric's got some good stories. He's got some knowledge in him. Like, he's got so much years of experience and just conversations and stuff. It's like, you got to sit down with Eric and just have a good powwow, like good conversation with Eric. Definitely.
Until you fall asleep.
But we'll be across the room with each other. We won't be on the phone.
Yeah. That way, when we wake up, you're still going. Be like, okay, wait, how much did we miss? Did the duck actually cross the road? I don't remember.
Yeah.
So here's what we need to do. We need to figure out at some point, between the three of us, Orky and I, get together, get up to you, either fly, because I'm assuming flying to him would probably be easier than driving to him.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to drive, you can still cross over, but even crossing over, you have to cross. Was it Minnesota you have to cross over? Minnesota.
I think he said Nebraska, wasn't it? What did you say, Nebraska?
Nope, North Dakota, straight north from
North Dakota. That's what it was.
North Dakota. I thought it was Minnesota.
Minnesota.
But regardless, if we flew out of Niagara and flew over to him, stay for a few days.
Yeah, we can fly
and then fly back.
Yeah, we can fly out of Montreal. Not Montreal, sorry, Hamilton.
Okay.
Quick flight on Hamilton.
Yeah, because for me to get to Orchidilia is much easier. It's only 2 hours past Jay's. So, I mean, it's 10 hours if I leave my place and drive straight nonstop, which is really not a big deal. I do 11 all the damn time. So I could drive to her, then we would just fly simply from her place to you, spend a couple days, and then fly back to her place.
Yeah. No, it's definitely because my brother actually lives in Edmonton. So I would still be able to see Eric and hang out and then still have a visit with my brother and my nephew. So ideally, going to see Eric is like a double whammy for me. So it would be a plus.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be a plus for us to do that.
You have a brother.
Cowboy, she can't actually use her wrench on you because we're on StreamYard, so nobody has a wrench. I don't even think that that's an option on StreamYard to give somebody a wrench on here.
No, he's making Cowboys is making a smart comment on somebody like a rogue mod timing people.
Yeah, but he was like, time you out. I was like, I don't think I can. She can't even do that. There are no mod things on StreamYard, which is kind of cool. I mean, I dig it. You know, because every time I've used StreamYard, I've never ever had any of the XXX or any of that come up using this. But on YouTube, if I start getting into the numbers we're at now, I'm definitely going to have like, come watch our porn or, stupid shit. No, it happens all the time. They throw up XXX and like throw up porn site. Like, Kimberly was it was Michelle that had to help me the last time we had a big one. And I started getting all these porn things come up on the comments.
Were you talking about it?
No, of course not. No, I mean, that's not something. It's not something we normally bring up, but it happens a lot. But only when the numbers start getting like where we're at now.
Oh, because it happens. I was talking to somebody today, and I forget what we were talking about. Let's say we were talking about. I think it was food or something. I can't remember. Anyways, he went on YouTube, and right away, all these freaking YouTube stuff came on exactly what we were talking about. He's like, oh my gosh, you should have seen what just popped up. We were just talking about this and all the videos of this came up. I was like, yeah, because the phone listens to us. Doesn't matter what we do. It's part of their safety. Right. Instagram has it. Every social media platform, when you talk on your phone, the phone is always listening. So you could be talking about like skyrockets and all of a sudden you go onto YouTube or go onto Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah. I get that a lot. Yeah. So Crystal Star, where the hell have you been? Like Crystal Star and Alexis like totally ditched me for like the past month. I thought they were coming on, hanging out with me, and then they just, oh my God, that's a fucking ferret. Those son of a bitches give me nightmares. Holy fuck.
Like they're so cute.
I had this conversation. I'll throw out the story real quick. So when I was a kid, I had friends, Brian and Randy. They were brothers. And we used to play wiffle ball together. And we'd play in the front yard. Well, I don't remember if I was pitching or hitting, whatever, but the wiffle ball went over a fence into the neighbor's yard. Brian goes over the fence and sees a ferret in a fucking cage. And we're all like, just get the ball. Let's go. Let's go. He sticks his finger in the cage and the ferret locked its jaws on his finger. And we ended up having to call 911. The fire department had to come out, kill the ferret, and remove his finger from the ferret's jaws. It was the most terrifying. I remember this like it just happened. I literally like it gave me. I see those things and I freak the fuck out. Like I'm like I don't want to be near them. I never will forget that. It was the scariest fucking thing ever.
But they're so cute though. Did you not see? It's just the tongue was like. No.
Yeah, it's cute until your finger is missing and it's holding it. Like you want this back? That's not cute. That's fucking terrifying.
I always look up to you as a big, tough guy. And
oh yeah, no, I'm a vagina when it comes to fucking ferrets, man. Ferrets, snakes, spiders, needles. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's something else I meant to talk to you about, Orchidilia.
What's that?
There is a tattoo artist in Toronto that does 3D, which is what I want. I want my tattoo to be 3D.
Did you book an appointment?
Well, I was going to talk to you about it first. So I don't know how many of the viewers here have ever heard of Crazy Frog. Have you ever heard of Crazy Frog?
No, I'm not. Is it a tattoo artist?
No. It's a thing on YouTube. If you'll look it up, just type in Crazy Frog. And I want to get a tattoo of Crazy Frog in cowboy clothes riding a rocket, because that's kind of where I feel like my life is right now. I'm just kind of all over being crazy. But you know whose name is on my chest. So this is going to be the cover up, but I want it in 3D so that it looks like Crazy Frog is actually coming out of my chest.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I see Crazy Frog. You want this guy himself, the cartoon artist?
Yeah, I want that, the picture of Crazy Frog, but like in Wrangler, like bull riding a rocket with his arm up like this, coming out of my chest.
They have to sketch that ahead of time for you to approve that. You know that, right? So
yes, but I wanted to talk to you about it first to see if that was something we might be able to set up.
Yeah, let's set it up. So when you're here, you want okay, so we can go to Toronto together, and then we'll do that that tattoo. It's gonna be a long tattoo. You might have to come back for another visit. You know that, right?
Do what now?
You might have to come back for another visit sometime. I think you want
color?
Yeah. Is it color?
Oh, yeah. No, I want the whole thing.
Yeah. So get in contact with them. If you can get them to sketch something with your approval and get them a price, so you have an idea what you're going to be paying for this tattoo and the size. That way we can cut out the time being spent for them drawing and sketching it and for you to come back. Right. So
I want to do the whole thing live so that everyone can watch.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely do live. I'll bring, whatever. I'll hold the camera while you're in there going,
Oh, yeah. No, you know those fucking gummies you were talking about? I might take some time off work.
No. You can't. I heard that you can't take alcohol or drugs while you're getting tattoos. Like
you don't do it like, hey, watch me take this. You just do it and then walk in like, hey, I'm here for my appointment. I mean, it's not like a commercial type of thing. Hi, welcome to me getting needled while I do some drugs. No, you got to be all Slim Jim with it. Do that ninja shit. Okay. I love Crystal's comment, all glory to the Hypnotoad. I have been a Crazy Frog fan from jump. The very first time I saw the video, I was like, I'm getting that tattoo someday. And then after I had the name on my chest, I was like, this is it. This is my time. I'm spending 10 years on the road traveling, and not just for work, but for overseas and shit. I'm about to do some crazy shit I never thought I'd do. So this is a perfect time for me to get this tat. Yeah, and what a better way to do it than in Canada. It's going to cost me way less in Canada than it would in the States.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the Canadian dollar is shit. So, when you're talking about like $1,000 tat in Canada, that's only what, $5 here American.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because I don't know what the exchange rate now is, but yeah,
it's $1.38.
Oh, so it's been the same. It's been up and down the same. So
yeah, so I mean that's pretty damn good. I'd save a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it's definitely worth like you have less than 3 weeks, my dear, or like 3 weeks.
Yeah, roughly. I cannot wait.
So you need to contact them right away and see if you can set an appointment. What day were you thinking? What day do you think?
I will. I didn't really. I just kind of wanted to run it by you first and see what you thought, and then I'd just go with it from there.
Yeah, I don't know what the healing process is. Like, I don't want you feeling uncomfortable while we're out, wine tasting, doing other stuff. So
yeah, that's true.
You want
the last day, yeah.
So maybe you want to do like maybe 2 days before you leave versus while we're here in transition of enjoying, whatever, Niagara and
no, that makes so much sense. Yeah. So okay, I'm down with that. Yeah.
So we'll plan out so that you're doing this tattoo maybe 2 days prior to when you leave, so that way it's still, you get to relax and still have it rest before you actually make the drive back home and type of thing. So you're not feeling
right. Yeah.
Okay, but
that makes perfect sense. Yeah. I love it.
I've never had a tattoo, never will, but I don't know how much pain you're going to be in the moment. I'm going to hold the camera. Like, are we going to watch John scream? I'm like, I don't know if he's a screamer. I don't remember.
No, I'm not really a screamer. I do the facial effects of like.
I'm still laughing when we were on the Ferris wheel. You're like, okay, I'm going to sit back this way. Don't make me look anywhere else. I'm back here.
Look, that Ferris wheel was fucking amazing. I loved that. It was so much fun. Oh, and Dorset Knob is going to take me on one that's even bigger in London.
Wow, bigger than the one that we have?
Yes, he said when you get to it takes 40 minutes to get to the top of this fucking thing. But when you get there, you can see the entire, all of London, everything. So I was like, oh, hell yes, I'm definitely doing this. And when I go this time to Canada, I am going to Bell and getting a SIM card so that I can actually use my phone, because Verizon is crap in Canada. It's garbage.
Can you get a SIM card here and use it? Yeah.
Yes, I contacted Bell today, and you buy a prepaid SIM card.
Oh, perfect. So then you'll be able.
Yeah, I learned that from you.
Yeah. If not, you can tether off my phone. I have 2 phones, so you can tether off the one phone and just use my data. It's no big deal. If we come into like a glitch, you can literally just tether, or even use my secondary phone and start streaming. Just go on there. Like that's the easy way to do it too. So not.
Yeah, I knew, like, after my experience last time, I couldn't even get GPS to run right, no matter where I was. Verizon is garbage in Canada.
Yeah.
It is, and there is a contract between Rogers, that's a big provider in Canada, and AT&T. But I don't know how they connect between the States and Canada. But Canada and AT&T, they are very close connected.
Yes,
AT&T is? Really?
Yeah.
Huh, I'll be damned. Yeah, because I was blown away, because before I left, I actually called Verizon and asked them, do I need to pay for something? But because I have the maximum plan that you can buy, they said, no, it doesn't matter where you go. It's all built in as far as Mexico and Canada. Now, if you go overseas, then we have a whole different thing. But after watching ORCHIDILIA, I found out that, oh, you just buy a SIM card and you put it in your phone. I was like, well, fuck, maybe I could do that in Canada. And that way I could actually live stream from my damn phone, because I had such a miserable experience last time.
I know. And the only thing that sucks is, like, when I go to the States, we can't buy American SIM cards to do that for us Canadians.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We have to use our own data. We need to have an American address and set up an account in order to get SIM cards temporarily for us to use.
Well, use my address then. The next time you come down, I'll give you my address. You can use my address. Because
I just need somebody to hook me on. Like, give me a SIM card and I have somebody's address. I mean, I can do it with my cousin. It's easy, but my cousins aren't with me when I'm live stream. When I go to the States, it's like, if I decide to do a road trip to Florida, which I am planning to do, like I feel like I want to go to Florida in the new year.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. So I might do the road trip myself and track down into Florida. Like, I have a few friends that I want to visit in Florida. So it'd be worth the trip for me to actually do the drive, but I still have to stop, but it's just like, I still need, like, I don't care using my data. It's no big deal, but sometimes things get choppy, because I'm in a different area. And of course it's busy. So the signal doesn't come through as quick as if I wasn't on an American data card. Right. So that's the only thing that I have a trouble with,
Crystal says that her phone plan lets her use her phone as normal in the USA for $5 a day. That's amazing.
Really?
It's a hell of a lot more expensive than that for me. I mean, I pay $300 a month for my tablet, my watch, and my phone.
Yeah.
And that's it. My tablet.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, it's $300, and that's for the mega plan, unlimited everything on everything.
Oh, wow. That's actually a good price.
Yeah. So, I mean, I dig it. And you were talking about Florida. I had talked with several people that are on here that live in the Jacksonville area that I was like, yeah, I could totally get down there. So even in the truck. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you're doing a road trip and whatever, let's say you take 2 days off and you park your car, I can always come get you. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah.
Like, we're just in transit. Like, as long as you're in the near, I think I actually looked at the routes. There's 2 routes that I can take.
Yes. 75 down to 95.
Yes. And one of the routes is if I feel like I want to go to Tennessee to visit my family, which I most likely will, I might do that coming back. So it'd be ideal if I have to go to Tennessee, regards going there, taking that route, then I'll do that route. And then coming back, I'll still do that same route. Is always drive by through Like my family's all there, right? So if I don't see them, I'm driving. Driving to me is nothing because I love road trips. I can drive 16 hours max by myself. That's my max. I drove to Memphis the one time for a family reunion. I went by myself, and I was flooring it. But I mean, I had to leave the house literally at 6 a.m. in order for me to do that drive. If I drive at nighttime, I tend to get sleepy. So I need to find a reason to make me stay up, right?
Oh, see, nighttime driving is my shit. That's where I'm happy.
Yeah,
I love not. Yeah, that's because when it's nighttime, you can go. Like everybody else is asleep, and I'm like, let's boogie.
Yeah, like that to me, I can do. Like as long as I leave the house early in the morning, I can do a long drive. I can definitely do a long drive. So
yeah, you know what, Eric? When we finally get a chance to get up there and meet, I'm telling you, dude, we're gonna have to do a live up there and bring a keg and some techno music, some blinky lights, We're
just gonna make sure that you don't drop your phone anywhere and you don't need to drive my car.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to bring some diapers for you. That way I don't have to stop and drop you anywhere.
The funny part, even with that, like my car, I mean, you can drive manual, so you're good. So my car actually has navigation in it. So if you drop your phone,
oh, thank God.
You don't know where to go, right?
Fucking nightmare. Jesus.
But that being said, I will make sure to leave my secondary phone in the car at all times, just in case we have one of those lost phone moments.
No, man, look, I'm telling you, I'm going to stick it to my forehead so I don't lose the damn thing again. That was messed up because the way her rental car was, it sat really low like my Mustang does. So when I got out, the phone just fell out. I never felt a thing. And I was trying to run around because we had tons of traffic behind us. So I'm like, I want to hurry and get the hell in the car and go. So I never felt it drop. Thank God you went back and checked, and there it was.
Well,
oh my God.
I was like, why is he not messaging me back? Like, I mean, it's been 20 minutes. Is something wrong? I'm like, I'm just gonna wait patiently. I didn't bother calling. And then that phone call came in frantic. I'm like, I know you don't pick up unknown numbers, right? So I was just like,
yeah,
this person is calling. Who is this? I feel like I need to pick this phone call up. Oh my God, where are you? Like, which Tim Hortons are you at? I can't find my phone. You have my phone. And I was like, I have my own phone. What are you talking about? I have your phone. I was like, is that why you didn't call me back?
I'm telling you, I suffer with anxiety. That's why I take my anti-kill people pill, is because it's an anxiety situation.
Well, when my girlfriend Deanna was here, she's like, OTR is looking for you. He's going all panic and frantic. You better fucking call him back. Yeah. You're supposed to be online. I'm like, stop yelling. I just woke up. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, no, because like, look, I know you, and you're not the person that says, I'll meet you or I'll talk to you or something, and then you don't. Like, it's just not you. So I was legitimately freaking out because that's not who you are.
Yeah.
So I'm like, something's wrong. I don't know if maybe she got in an accident on the way home from work, whatever. But like, I'm running all these thoughts through my head and I'm flipping the fuck out. So when she came on, I did. I tried calling you on Telegram, on the regular phone.
I'm back in a minute.
Oh, Eric.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm getting yellow eyes.
Yes. I just thought he was getting. Yeah, he's got a piss. It's starting to float up into his face.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I just thought he was getting super eyes or something.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I was even if you watch Big Dogma's birthday party, I had to go to the hospital because of anxiety. There was a woman that was donating a lot of money at the time, and it was so overwhelming. My heart was beating real fast. I couldn't formulate thoughts.
I wasn't sure what was wrong with you that day, because I know you had to go because something was like something was wrong. And I remember seeing
Yep.
the end of the stream. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'd messaged, and he's like, no, the ambulance is here. Like it was like, I hope he's not having like a heart attack. He said, no, it's anxiety or something. He's having just an overwhelming sensation of just like gratitude.
Yeah.
And I was just, oh, wow.
It's really, if you've never experienced it, it's the worst thing I could describe. It's legitimately like somebody hit the reset button, and I can't talk. I can't move. I can still think the same way, but I can't express anything. I'm literally stuck in my head, and it's absolutely terrifying. And it's happened to me 3 times in my life. And it's horrible. It truly is. It's absolutely horrible. So I take the pills to, every day just to hopefully, keep that regulated. But even then, it can still get to be too much. And I just shut down. And it's terrible. So, when I started running all these thoughts about where is she, what's going on? Yeah, it was like Jesus came onto the screen when she's like, I'll go check on her. I was like, oh my God, you're the most wonderful thing ever. It was my hallelujah moment.
Honestly, I didn't think I was going to pass out for that deep of a sleep. Like, I was so deep into my sleep. Honestly, I did not recognize where I was. I normally sleep with my door closed, but it was open because I had the kitchen light on. I could see that there's a light glaring. But when she was like, Vaughn? And I was just like, it's like
God?
Somebody's calling me. It's a female's voice. Why is a female calling me? Because it was just so soft. It wasn't like she was like yelling loud. It was just like, and I was just like, and then when she heard me, I was like, hello? And she's like, then she started yelling, like, oh my gosh, it's D. Like, she was calling my name so soft and sweet. And I was just like, I'm not dead, am I? Like, is there like an angel somewhere?
I'm not dead, am I?
Yeah, but I was in shock. And then it dawned on me, like, and I said to her, like, how do you know I'm supposed to go live? She goes, I was in the chat. I said, how are you in the chat? He goes, because it came up and went on YouTube. And I was like, oh, she goes, yeah, I'm subscribed to him. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, how do you know I was subscribed? Because the title says ORCHIDILIA is on the title. So I'm like, oh, I gotta see my friend. She's been MIA for the last week, hasn't posted any videos, didn't go live, missing in action, in transit somewhere, like, flying through cyberspace. And
that's the way everybody felt.
I said, I know.
That's why I was like, we got to do this.
I said, I feel bad, but then I was just like, but then I had to enjoy the rest of my vacation. And my flight was really long. So I was in Warsaw for 19 hours. So wow. So part of my jet lag is partying too much. So that being said, I slept quite a bit. Like when I got home last night, I slept and I got up and my whole trip, I only slept like maybe 4 or 5 hours straight. And I would wake up, do my thing, then have an afternoon nap or whatever I decide to do.
Right.
But I was not sleeping a lot because I was too excited. I wanted to be up. I didn't want to sleep.
Right. It's ridiculous though. I'm serious. I've told a lot of people, I'm convinced that you have a USB-C port in your ass and you just plug in. Because like it's ridiculous how far you can go on no sleep. So I just now noticed that Crying Hippie is in here. I'm like, holy shit, I haven't seen that name since the convoy. So a big, huge shout out to Crying Hippie. And HonkTube is in 3 degrees Celsius in a tent watching this, which we had a conversation earlier. That's just fucking nuts. And then I looked and Big Dogma said I was rubbing his head. He was sweaty when I was having the panic attack. I don't remember
last year.
Yeah, I legitimately don't. The last thing I remember was drinking it. Yeah, I remember drinking the Irish trash can. And that's the last thing I remember until I was at the hospital and they were seeing me. But I don't remember anything in between that. I don't even remember how I got to the hospital.
By ambulance. They call
I found out. No, I found out later. They did call an ambulance, but I didn't find out until later that Jen ended up driving me there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, she ended up driving me there, but it wasn't until later that I found that out. So yeah, but seeing Crying Hippie just threw me for a loop. I'm like, oh my God, that's who that is. Holy shit. I haven't seen her name since the convoy. So just massive shout out to Crying Hippie.
So Crying Hippie lives in Toronto. He's actually a friend of mine.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So Crying Hippie actually, he stayed with me. I took him in for like 3 or 4 days because he was having issues with the breathing and stuff at a rental place that he had. So he was on a stream and he was asking for help. And I was like, no, I'll come get you. And he was just like, what? I said, you can come stay at my place and stay whatever, 3 or 4 days. And I'll bring you back. Because he needed sleep. He wasn't sleeping for the past, I don't know how many weeks he wasn't sleeping because I guess his landlord or the tenants there were making so much noise. And he's a night owl. So he stays up all night. And then in the daytime, you know, everybody's making noises. They're banging on doors. So he's having a hard time. Plus, I guess he was breathing in like gas fumes from the heater or whatever in the basement there of that building. So he wasn't breathing in fresh air. So that obviously clouds your brain at the same time because you're breathing some sort of toxins, right? So I brought him to my place, and he was taken care of when he got here. So yeah, he's a good friend. And
holy
it's a male.
shit!
Yeah, it's a male, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, breathing in CO2, chlorine gas, and other chemicals, and now being investigated for lung cancer. Holy shit. Jim Orchidilia, we hadn't heard from you in a week before dinner with Pedro. We were afraid, man. Yeah, like seriously, we thought maybe you got the Irish sandwich or something a little harder than you were anticipating. And now, luckily, I had a chance to find out that you were okay, but I didn't know, roughly what you wanted or didn't want as far as talking to people. So I was kind of just hung up with. I was getting a lot of messages like, where is she? What's going on? I'm like, because I didn't want to end up overstepping my boundaries because that's just, you don't want to do that. And so it was weird. But yeah, that whole night, there was a lot of us on edge because that was a very uncomfortable video for the gentleman on the stream to watch. It was like, okay, because look, I don't know if you know it or not. But I
haven't went back to watch it. I don't know. I mean, I know what was happening, but I don't even know what it looked like.
You have a tell when you start drinking and it's Orchidilia moment in the phase 2, you can totally tell. You change into this giggly little crazy chick, and it's like it's an uncomfortable situation. You're like, oh shit, there she goes. But you could totally see the regular Orky and then the Drunko Orky.
And I also have a temper Orky too when I drink. But part of that temper only comes out when I want attention from somebody. So I get angry sometimes because the attention kind of fades away from me. So I feel that sometimes I don't get that. So that's part of me. And I've had a couple episodes and they weren't the best of episodes, but you don't want to see that. Actually, you actually did see me on camera the one time in Nashville, but I'm like a different person, but I only get that way is because my emotions are running high when I get intoxicated, right? My emotions run high because I have a lot of issues that are sensitive to me. And part of that is with, my partner, right? So that comes out in a lot of ways when I do end up drinking a lot, and it comes out really strong, but that's between the two of us. But somehow it comes out different because when you invest your time and your energy in somebody, right? And you give so much of your energy and your time, but then that time comes on it has to be live streamed, right? It's like, this is our weekend. This is like, why do we have to live stream my birthday? Why do we have to live stream this? So my emotions come out into play because of course I'm drinking, I'm trying to have fun. But then I realized that it's not even about me at this point. It never was. It's not about my birthday. This is about that channel. That's all it's about. And I started to realize that my life has never been about me when I was in a relationship. It was always about the channel. And part of that, like going on vacation, live streaming, doing this, it's too much. I started to realize that my life shouldn't be wide open for public display in a personal level, mostly when it's a personal trip or a vacation. We should have at least one moment to ourselves, not being able to be on stream, right? So part of that stuff gets taken away. And of course, my alcohol comes into play. So I feel that the connection is gone because now the connection is with that person and with 300 people watching. So I'm totally over here, right? And I start to see that more. I start to develop, understand, like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't be in this public limelight and have episodes like this because I'm not the best this person, you know? And it's apologetic to some degree, but it's something to work towards if, you know, I end up, you know, being with somebody that is, you know, on YouTube or whatever it may be, right? But I really understand that you have to keep your separate time with your significant other separate sometimes. You know, it shouldn't always be aired for public display for just whatever it is, for attention, for monetary value, whatever it may be, right? And I started to realize and understand what YouTube does to certain people as well as, you know, it is a drug. I definitely feel that YouTube is a drug. Like you're addicted to YouTube. Like you watch it, you know, religiously. There's people that do it often, right? There's actually YouTube channels that teach you about YouTube channel owners and how it is fixated as a drug in a personal way, but you don't realize it's an actual drug, that it does do a lot of stuff to your brain because the need for attention is there, always in attention, right? And you like seeing the views, you like seeing the likes, you're constantly like asking people to hit the like button, you're constantly wanting those views, you want those 100 likes because you want your channel to go up, you want more followers, you want more subscribers. It gets to be addicting, right? And it's one of those things that I've started to understand and researching about. And I said, you know what? I started YouTube last year, and there's a reason why I started YouTube. I won't say it live, but I started YouTube for a reason. I wanted to understand why it took so much of my time, you know, with somebody. And I started to understand that, yeah, it's never about me. YouTube is always takes precedence, no matter what, through my personal, through the watched hours, through whatever it may be. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be present. So I thought, you know what? Let me try it. Let me see why it's so important. And you start to understand, like you start wanting more of something, you know, and it feels like it's never enough, right? So you're always constantly wanting it, right? And that's where I see YouTube as a drug, and it definitely is. So, I mean, when I take a step back, I'm going to take a step back. That's why when I live stream, I only live stream when I go on vacations. It's not like my everyday stuff. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I got to live stream this week. I got to keep my channel up. To be honest, my channel is up because I have people that are loyal, that have followed me and that have stuck it through, that haven't unsubscribed. They like what I do, but I don't go live when I'm at home on my everyday life. I like to keep that private sometimes, right? Because my personal stuff is going to be my personal. If my girlfriend wants to live stream, I'll live stream. Like Dee loves live streaming. Some of my girls are like hit or miss, but then when I start, they're like, yeah, let's get in the camera, you know? So they're cool with that, right? But on an everyday, like I got to go out and have dinner with my girlfriends. I'm going to live stream today. I'll live stream, you know, 3 days after because I'm going out with my girlfriends or I'm going out doing this. No, I can't do that. That's too private for me. It's my personal life, right? So, but yeah, it's the drinking part. Honestly, I've taken a step back to drink. Like, I'm glad that I didn't drink as much. I actually when I was in Italy, I didn't drink that much. There was days that I had no booze. I didn't even have a glass of wine with dinner. I actually spent less on alcohol. I spent more on food than I did on alcohol. I think the most I drank, I had 2 bottles. I bought during dinner and I took it home. And that was the most that I drank. And then the one night I drank 3 gin and tonics at a fancy bar. And I had dinner at the bar and I was just hanging out with the people at the bar, just talking to them. And then I think my night of drinking, even with the drinks at the beach with Pedro. So I had 2 gin and tonics. They were doubles. And I had 1 beer. the third gin and tonic when he brought over to the beach when me and Carolina was yapping, I gave it to Carolina. She was drinking hers so fast. And I was like, oh, maybe she wants mine because I'm driving. Like I have to be responsible, especially when I'm in a foreign country, right? So I was like, hey, Carolina, do you want my drink? And she's like, yeah. She goes, yeah, sure. She goes, yeah, because I have to drive us back. And I said, if I drink this, we're not making it back to our hotels. She goes, oh, no, definitely. So she started drinking it. I think she kind of gagged in the car. Like she had a burp. Her burp ended up making her gag. So I was just like, oh, no, she's going to puke in the car. But I guess she held it in and she just swallowed it up. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'm saved.
God. Yeah. Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah.
What's the ferret's name? D wants to know what the ferret's name is.
The yellow one, beige one, it's Luna. Luna. Luna.
Oh, Luna. Okay. So Luna, and what was the other one? I missed it.
The other one, it was Willow.
Oh, Willow. That's
Willow.
Jay's dog's name.
And we have a third one.
Oh my God.
That's the big one. He is double sized and it's Elmo.
What is it?
Elmo.
Oh, Elmo. Okay.
Well, Elmo,
yeah, Elmo.
His name is Elbow.
That's what I heard. Elbow. I was like, wait a minute. What?
It's my damn German accent. Elmo.
Elmo.
Read my lips, Elmo. Oh my God. So yeah, this has worked out great. This is so much. I never thought that Eric was going to be here again, and I was so pissed last night because I didn't realize who he was until Big Dogma sent me a message. How great was it that Eric was on your channel? I'm like, what?
You know, it didn't occur to me.
I know who he was, but it didn't occur to me at that moment who the hell he was. I was just reading the comments and going with it. So all of a sudden she points out who he is, and I'm like, oh fuck. That's the second time that he's been there, and I didn't realize that's who it was.
Yeah,
I was so pissed. Yeah. This is actually the first time I've gotten a chance to see him. So I was just thrilled. I was like, hey, you need to come up on here because we don't know where ORCHIDILIA is. You need to come up on the panel and help me out because I'm freaking out. So, maybe you can help calm me down until we know what the hell's going on. Oh, Jesus. So we've been going 3 hours. Holy shit. So I actually have to deliver in the morning. And then I've got to take the truck back to our shop so that they can start working on my truck. I think they're gonna actually cut off the piece that's broken so that I can open my door. Because I still can't open my door.
Oh, seriously?
No.
Driver's side?
Yeah. The whole driver's side is just annihilated.
So is that the front wheel then?
Yeah. The driver's side wheel is what blew.
Oh,
so,
I wasn't sure which wheel that was. Wow.
Yeah. So my hope is if they could cut that piece off, then I can at least open the door, and then they need to bolt part of my bumper to the truck because it's just sitting there. When I go down the road, it's the most irritating shit ever. Because it literally the bumper that you see is not the actual bumper. It's a piece of paper thin plastic that is held on by these little brackets that hold it together. But it's all just cosmetic. So when that bracket broke, there's a huge 3-foot section that just flaps and smacks the truck while I'm driving it. It's aggravating as fuck. So if we can just get those two things fixed, I'll be happy. But so I've got to deliver this, go back. Hopefully they get the truck up and going, and then if I can go live tomorrow, great. But yeah, I'm so glad that we were able to pull this off. This was just. I'm sorry.
What city are you in now? Like what state?
Oh, I'm in Georgia. I'm in Savannah right now.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'll pick this. Yeah, I'll deliver this one and then get to the shop, get the truck fixed, and
Okay.
then hopefully, if tomorrow I can go live again, that'll be cool. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but hell, if you're around, I'll pop you back up.
I honestly thought that you were gonna call me and let me know. Like I thought you were gonna be my wake up call. Little did I know
Yeah,
I
I
hit
did.
the do not disturb. I hit the do not disturb button. I was like, screw this. I'm like, I'll get up. It's only just a quick nap. Like, because I looked at the time, I was like, I'll just get up. And then, but of course, I'm still on like a different time because when I came back, it was a long layover. I was 19 hours in Warsaw, and then I got a friend to pick me up.
Crazy.
Because I know people in Poland, so they got to pick me up, and I was questioning if I should go live or not. But I was just like, I don't want people to know when I'm coming home. Like, so I didn't bother. But I know I had a night out, so it was a fun, wild, crazy night. So the drinking, the Polish people can definitely drink. I
We
cannot
met
keep.
Polish Agnes. We remember Polish Agnes.
Yeah. So I met a friend and he came and picked me up. But the Polish people can definitely drink. You do not want to go head to head. As a female, I can't even go head to head with the males. Like, I'm like, okay, enough. Like, I can't take anymore. I literally, that's why I think I'm still sleeping, because I was so jet lagged. And of course, I've been partying, the last 3 nights. So it was kind of like, oh, I got to leave now. I don't want to leave. I actually was not ready to leave. I didn't want to come back. I honestly didn't. I just felt like I could stay another week. I really wanted to. But of course, business calls and I have to come and handle business, right? So yeah. Till the next vacation. We'll see. We'll see where I end up. Yeah.
Well, we will definitely all be following yet again. So, Eric, I want to thank you so much for doing this tonight and jumping on with me. It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it's still a lot of fun. Great to see ORCHIDILIA again, and for the triple thing.
Yeah, it's a little less psychotic than where you're normally used to doing the panel. Not everybody's talking at once, and it's not. It's definitely a much different vibe doing it here than there. So.
Yeah, I feel that this doing panels, and I always you watch it. Like, I watch a few panel streams. When you have two people in interaction and deep conversation, I think the channel owner should just have these two people up front and center. Like, they should be able to control their panel better by not having 10 people on and everybody's just yelling at each other trying to get information out, right? I think you have a better, but I don't do panels. Like, I don't have panel streams. I don't ever want to, because that relates into drinking. Like, I feel that panel streams works around alcohol. I don't want to be drinking every single night. I'm sorry. Like, it's a lot, right? Especially running a business and being coherent for, my clients and stuff, right? So for me, doing a panel stream, I don't want to drink at nighttime. I don't want to be at home drinking on panel with 10 other people. I kind of stepped away from that. So that being said, I feel that the 3 of us like this, I feel there's a better connection being able to talk, because we're interacting. I can hear John talk. We allow, Eric to talk. You guys listen to me when I talk. So it's kind of like, it's a fair balance. Like, 10 people on panel to me is too much, right?
Yeah, it's just it becomes just this chaotic mess. It's like standing in the middle of a baseball field and picking out one voice from the crowd. It's impossible. So this was definitely a much different vibe, and again, I've enjoyed this tremendously. It was the first time I've actually held 3 like this, so I mean, it was great, and I've enjoyed it so much.
I thought you could only hold one extra guest. No, I didn't realize it was 3.
No, the last time I tried to do 3, my whole screen blurred out, and it just went nuts. And I don't know if it was a signal issue. At first, I thought, well, maybe my tablet is unable to hold 3 people. It's just too much processing. But it must have just been a signal issue, because right now I'm running on 5G with 4 bars. So I mean, it's really good right now. Yeah, so I'm thinking it must have just been a signal.
So 3 is your max?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
What did you buy into though? You would know what you bought into, no? With StreamYards.
I didn't care. I just wanted to be able to do like at
Oh,
least two, and but the problem is with the basic, you're limited to 20 hours. So the next package up is like 30, and you have to pay 240 up front in order to have the year. But somebody else told me tonight to go check out OBS. So I'm going to check out OBS, and then when I come to Canada, I'm going to show you what's going on with my Prism and
yes,
see
I
if
want
we
to
can
help you with
figure it
that.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if we, and I'm going to start putting short videos on the OTR Passport channel just to kind of get that one going. So, but yeah, we'll get all that dealt with when I get there. And then if I can get the Prism working on OTR Passport, I want to do the tattoo live on that channel since I'll be traveling.
While you're traveling, that's what I was going to say. We should start doing that right away, so that way you can start getting some feed on your passport, because you are traveling in Canada. Everything that we're doing is travel and destination and leisure, because we're going wine tasting. We're going to go up to Toronto. We're going to do the tattoo. We're going to meet people. Like, this is part of where you're at now in your life, because you are getting out there. You know, you're setting the bar now. So yeah, I would say definitely for sure, let's get your OTR Passport up and running, and that way you can get your watch hours and get your subscribers up. You know, just get people moving that way, because you will be doing a bit of traveling. I hear from up, right? So, you know, like, we work so hard, we got to enjoy it, right? Where are we going to take our money? You know, you got to enjoy life. Right?
But you're the main catalyst of all of this, because when the whole when the whole Jen thing happened, like, I literally spun out, you know, and you were like, okay, and just kind of took the reins and got me dialed in. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to follow her, and I'm just going to start traveling. I'm going to start meeting people in places I never thought I'd go. So I was like, if I could get a new channel going and make that work and maybe generate a little something on the side to help continue that going, that'd be awesome, you know. But you know, if it works, great. If it doesn't, great. I don't really care. I'm still going to keep going.
No, you have to. Like, I mean, there's lots to look forward to. Like, I always tell people, I don't plan my future. I used to plan that with the T with my ex-husband, and I thought I had my life figured out, you know, like keeping up with the Joneses, having this brand new homes, driving fancy cars, having like the best, you know, to me, the best kitchen. Like, I pretty much souped up my kitchen to be like Fort Knox, like, because I believe in entertaining and in family, right? So I wanted the best kitchen. But I realized after my divorce and after everything, all that stuff doesn't matter. Those things don't matter, because if my husband can't love me the way I should be loved, why does all this even matter?
Nothing.
You know, I can't take that with me, because my emotions are here. Just because I have like a 6-burner freaking Viking stove and, you know, a Miele dishwasher, what is that good for? It's just things, right? That's why those things don't matter anymore. Like honestly, I was talking to my friend, and I was looking at, if I ever built a house, I would build a tiny little mansion. And when
little mansion.
Yeah. So it's like these are, it's like, because I live by myself. I've been living by myself for the last 13 years since my divorce, right? So I don't use my 1,800 square foot in this house. It's only one person. I have 2 extra bedrooms. I have 2.5 baths. The only thing I use often is the kitchen and my bathroom and my bedroom. Those are the 3 things I use most, right? So having the luxuries of 2 extra bedrooms, obsolete. Having a luxury of a dining room, I can live without it, right? But the kitchen, I could have. And I need an outdoor living space, because I love entertaining. So I need a nice barbecue and a nice seating area. So the 3 things I really need is a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom. And I need to build myself the home that I want as a tiny little mansion. So living without necessities, like having a lot of stuff, living with the bare basics, you know, like my closet should only be this big, because I only need like 3 pairs of pants in my life. I only need 5 sweaters, you know? So I was reading a book on being minimalistic, and I was trying to understand, like, if I can travel and do everything that I can in a small little house and come back to, and I can call home, I'll be very content, you know, and that's something that I want to live towards, is to have a 1,300 square foot little mansion, my little box on a nice, decent property, and have like a hot tub and a small little alleyway pool, like just a small one. And I'll be happy because I still have the luxuries of still living in Canada and enjoying my house and myself. Because that's all lately, it's been myself, right? So yeah, just it's on my bucket list. Like I've been reading a lot on it, and I was just like, I feel like I want a little tiny little mansion. And there's sites that you could see these little box homes that are just so ornate and just so like they're nice and they're just practical. Because nobody ever really needs a 3-story home. They don't need a 5-bedroom house when the kids are grown up. People downsize, right? I don't want to climb up the stairs when I'm old. I just want to stay on one level. So I want a bungalow. I want to work towards that one tiny little bungalow that I want, right? And have a small little garden that has my herbs, and I'm content, right? But I still want to travel, and that's what I'm working towards. Travel is a must. And you'll see it, like once you get out, John, like once you start going out in like different countries and exploring, even just going like even to Mexico, for instance, or even I'm not sure if you've ever been to Mexico or been to like, you know, anywhere outside of the States, but coming to Canada, obviously it's a different experience because we're so close to each other. But like there's so much beauty in, you know, North America that I kind of miss out on. Like that's why I like doing road trips, because you see things more in the small towns. Like I would love to go into South Carolina and actually drive around in those pockets, like those small little villages and whatever they call it, like, you know, that has history. I love that stuff. Oh yeah. Right? Yeah. So I would love to do that. And just hearing the different accents and the different food culture.
Hey man, we're real happy you just come down here. Now, would you like a cold beer? Oh wait, she's Asian. You want a cold beer, honey?
So when in the States, do you say pop or do you say soda?
Both. It just depends on where you're at.
Oh, okay, because I wasn't too sure, because I said pop and somebody laughed at me. You're like, pop? You're for sure Canadian. I was like, it's pop though. Yeah, Eric.
What do you say, Eric?
I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Somebody has an accent.
Yeah. Thank God everybody here is, I mean, very enunciated, very clear English, you know. Yeah, and you know the Germans are the worst, you know.
Tell me about
Asians talk a lot. Shut up, Ron. We talk a lot and we talk fast. I was told to people that I talk too fast. I'm like, what? So the reason why I talk fast, when I was a kid, I used to stutter. So because I didn't know that much English, so I'd be like, and like, so my sister and my brothers would always poke fun of me. It's like, stop stuttering. And I would get the jitters of speaking English, and words wouldn't come out. So I started talking faster. I started rambling on, and then I started stuttering. So that's part of the reason why I talk so fast, is because
never tell me that I'm talking because I'm experienced, I'm old, I know a lot of stuff. It took me 5 attempts to jump in the right moment to have a word.
Yeah, but your English is pretty good, Eric. For the amount of years that you've been here, your English is really good. Like you've been here for what? Did you say 16 years now, or is it less than that?
19 years.
19 years. So for 19. That, your English is pretty good. And when you're texting too, like hello, you're using words and your grammar is there. I mean, I'm sure it probably took you like 5 minutes to do it, or one sentence.
That's called my wife, and she is giving me
my wife.
Your wife has better English, so she teaches you the English then.
I can tell you I'm better with the conversation, with talking free to other people. She is much better in grammar, and when I'm writing kind of stuff to companies and business related, it needs to be perfect. I'm giving it to my government. That's my wife. And she is double checking everything and giving me the thumbs up. It means a lot. And when she looks up with her eyes and they are turning a little bit different ways, then I'm saying, shit.
You can hear her laughing in the background.
I know, I can hear her. She's like, she's listening to us. She's probably laughing at the same time.
She knows I'm right. I cannot hide it, and she enjoys because I'm embarrassing myself right now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, when we get up there, what we need to do is just get a grill and then get Orchidilia half a cow. And from that point, we can just sit and wait. I'm telling you, it's unreal what she does. I thought I was pretty damn good on a grill until I met her. And now I'm just embarrassed. So
I was talking to my friends in the States, and I honestly feel I want to get a smoker. So
oh shit.
Are
you looking at like a Traeger?
Like the one that Jay has, because I always thought I wanted the dome, the egg, but I realized that's just it's an expensive product, but it's not practical. I don't want practicality. I want sufficient. So, and then of course I saw the smoker that Machina's has. It's similar to Jay's. So I was like, I need one of those freaking the one that Jay has, because you put the wood on the side and the chips, and it smokes in and infuses this, and he has the two different heights of platforms where the heat comes in, right? So that's my next investment, is going to be a smoker. I want to be a smoking master. I want to learn how to smoke from Jay and just perfect the art of brisket. Like I'm watching.
Where the fuck is my gnocchi?
What?
Where the fuck is my gnocchi?
Oh, you want me to make you
like, no, you remember while you were in Italy, you were like, I'm going to go and learn how to make gnocchi. And I was like, you better learn by December.
I'll make it for you. Don't worry, right?
Hey,
no, I want to do that.
Yeah, Ron said the same thing I did. Have you seen a Traeger grill?
No, I have to Google that. Yeah, Machina said the same thing. You need a real smoker.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yeah, Traeger is the name when it comes to smoking. It's dope as fuck. All you do is add the chips in, and it puts them in by itself.
Like without me standing there? Like putting
it does it by itself. Check it out. You'll love it.
Oh, okay. That's
what's the matter, Eric? Go ahead, Eric.
It's the Weber grill. Weber.
The Weber grill.
Oh, Weber.
Yeah, yes. I have a Weber grill for my regular gas barbecue. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, that this is the smoker Traeger though. It's oh my god, it's incredible. It's freaking incredible.
But they build smokers too. That's what I know.
Oh, they build smokers too. Okay.
So a Traeger, so Ron has one too. Okay.
Yeah,
so
they're dope.
So is that something that's an American product that I have to buy in America, or do you think they have it in Canada?
I don't know if it's something here, I'll buy it and bring it up. Whatever.
No, I can ship it. I have a shipping company that I ship to in New York State, so they bring it through. I just have to pay the duty on it, so it's not a big deal. It's as long as it's free shipping to an address in New York, they usually ship that product to me here in Mississauga.
Just look at it on YouTube. Yeah. Watch a couple videos and see what you think. But Traeger is hands down the Cadillac of a smoker. They
have mini ones.
You can buy chips. Yeah, but like the chips, oh my god, you can get everything, and they look like little cat pellets, like the little. Have you ever seen rabbit food? It's like little pellets.
Yeah,
okay, that's exactly. Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but yeah, they sell them in little pellets. Go ahead, Eric.
Before I forget, if you really come to my place, I have a very small home. It's a little a mobile home, 1,000 square feet, but I have a hot tub on a deck and stuff like that. But I don't want to sound like an asshole. Do I really need?
What? You're never an asshole. What are you talking about? Eric's never an asshole.
Especially for John. Some extra strong chairs, because I saw you tipping over at Jay's.
Strong chairs. No, that chair went into the ground. He didn't break the chair. It went into the ground.
So he's afraid I'm gonna fucking crash the house.
So John is aiming to lose an extra 40 pounds in the new year. You gotta go.
Yeah.
So his
Oh shit.
for that long.
Oh God, I felt my lungs touch. Holy shit. Oh God. Oh, that hurt. Damn it.
I watched the video and I saw you. You were there and you were gone. And then I saw that.
it was funny.
So he's afraid I'm gonna sink the mobile home. That's just sad. And
I spent so much time and work into make that thing comfortable here, and I put it back on myself, and so I really invented it. I designed it. I put it up, but then I have a little bit no, it's nothing against you. Maybe some concerns. So do I have to
I'll bring a fucking tent and sleep on the ground, okay? Jesus Christ.
Well, you never know. We may be planning that in the summer, Eric. It might be a July trip because John's coming back here to celebrate his birthday.
Yeah, my 50th birthday. That's right.
Yeah. So, but we'll have to plan that out. That we do a fly out, maybe at the same somewhat week. I don't know how much.
Yeah, because I'll be there. I'll be doing another 10 days when I do that.
Yeah.
Every time I go up, it's going to be for 10 days because it's just a lot easier for me to take that chunk of time, start Friday and end on, that following weekend. So it's kind of the max amount of time that I can do with trucking. So it works out well. So every time I go, it's always going to be 10 days.
Yeah.
We need to start a fund for a traveling chair for John to use, Michelle.
Yeah. Let's just get a big boy chair, so that I don't destroy or sink his home, into the fucking ground. We were able to pull it back out. I mean, nothing a small crane won't carry.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's funny.
And John, I'm a crane operator, so there is a
no way, really?
Are you serious?
Did I really? Oh wow!
Was that part of your job?
And there is about 8 miles away. There is a rental station, so just in case, I know how to do it.
Oh my God! Just 5 miles away, just in case we need to rent.
Just in case, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and put the straps under the house, so if we need to hook to them, when the house sinks, the straps will rise up. So that way you can put the D-link in and pick it up. Yeah.
So I can tell you, I completely professional hook you up.
Hook you up. Eric with the jokes are all coming out now.
Yeah, that's great because this way, if I'm going to meet someone and get a little freaky, you can operate the crane and just kind of make it do like this, right? That's fantastic. Does it have a quick mode so that we can do, more like that,
A little shake. You want the vibration sensation, don't you?
Yeah, I want to have Orky get me that woman with the ass vibrations, hook me up, man.
I can tell you, I'm very professional. I'm a straight person.
So. Okay, yeah, no finger in the butt. I don't like that.
You can only use it just to poke him, just to see if he's alive.
Yeah. I mean that's like breaking the glass after the emergency. You just want to make sure I'm still breathing. That'll do it. Hey,
Oh my goodness.
You never heard about the Russian way. It's called, do you want it with Vaseline or without?
Oh, with Vaseline. Oh my God.
No, I mean Vaseline, come over.
Holy shit.
Just don't lick your fingers and do it, okay?
Yeah, no, it's not KFC. I mean, it's a whole different bucket. That's a different bucket, yeah.
It has a very long taste.
Yeah.
To get rid of it.
Yeah, I've looked at Misty many times and thought, why can't I do that? That's just not fair. I mean, look, I've got Tic Tacs. I'm just saying, it's worth it to me. I would enjoy that, Just give me 30 minutes and some mouthwash, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, you're always carrying those Tic Tacs. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
See? Hey, man, it's got to be fresh, baby. Got to be fresh.
Don't leave home without the Tic Tacs.
I really have to skip the stuff I have in my mind right now. Never mind.
You have to skip. Oh, you got lots to say. I can tell. Your face is so red right now, Eric. It's blush.
When I'm warming up, I have many, many more.
You're thinking lots of thoughts you want to say. I can tell.
Yeah, you want to talk about the cool job? I actually, and while I'm in Canada, I get to meet Orky's friends, which is going to be like John Gone Wild. I'm telling you, man. I'm thinking about buying a bus. You know, I'm just saying. I mean, because every one of her friends looks like they fell out of a magazine somewhere, and I'm just going to be like, "This is the greatest day of my life." You know? Yeah, I'm going to be live like. That I'll break the DJI thing. The what the hell is that you use? The
gimbal, the DJI gimbal.
The gimbal, thank you.
Yeah. So you have to like, I know we talked a few things, but you know, we're almost like 3 weeks away for you to visit. So get that tattoo call or email.
Yeah, I'll call tomorrow.
As soon as possible. Let's talk about a date that you're leaving and plan out for what day. And you could do a post upcoming, so people know that you know you're going to be doing your tattoo live. And once you get here, we'll do it on we'll get you started on Prism, so that way you can go live at any time. It's so much easier to go on Prism than YouTube Live and stuff, right? There's just different benefits for sure. I've never been on YouTube Live, I've never tried it, but Prism is very easy. I'm just not too sure why you're having problems with the Prism.
Because it says that I don't have a channel. You know how when you're going to go live, you're supposed to hit the channel? Mm-hmm. My channel is showing connected to Prism. But when you go to hit the channel, it says no channels. It's telling me to go create a channel, even though it's connected to my channel. And I've tried everything. I've looked for videos. I've tried everything. So at this point, like, I'd rather just bring it up there and go, here. If you can figure it out, great.
We'll
I don't know what the hell else to do.
Settings at and see what your settings at. Maybe there's just one thing that needs to be unclicked, right? It could be.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was easy to hook on. It was super easy for me.
I've had a nightmare. I tried it with OTRSURVIVAL, and it didn't work. Then I tried it with the Passport, it didn't work. I'm like, I don't know what the hell. I tried watching videos and everything. Just not going to happen. So I was like, all right, Orky will be able to figure this out. I can.
Okay. Yeah, so you're going to visit Kimberly beforehand, then you're going to cross over, and weather permitted, you may be driving the Mustang up, you may not be. Right.
Yeah, so, as long as it's not snow and ice, I'm good. But the snow and ice on a rear-wheel drive is just never going to happen. So, but if it does get to where that's the case, then I'm going to book a flight and just fly to Detroit, and I'll meet you in Detroit.
Yeah, which is fine. Well, I'll just come grab you.
Yeah.
There.
So that's all good. So I will let everybody go. I'm gonna grab some sleep so that I can deliver in the morning and get this all done. But again, thank everybody so much, Eric, Orky. I love you both. Thank you so much for making this happen. And we need to do this one again. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it.
I'm somebody else on panel with you because it's important, right? I mean, you're able to sit, which is cool, and talk, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Driving and talking, so it's actually good.
If I'm able to go live tomorrow and do this, I should be sitting again because I've still got to deliver the load, and then they got to work on the truck. And so if they're still not done, I can always back the truck out of the garage, sit, and then put it back in the morning.
Yes, that's right. So, is this a garage? Have you used them before? Or this is your first time?
We have our own garage for our company.
That's what I thought. So is this a familiar garage?
Oh God, yeah. I've been here many. We only have one terminal, so yeah, it's great. And if all else fails, there is a hotel literally like within 300 feet of our shop, so I could always go there and go live from there and do this, and I'd really be in good shape because they got great Wi-Fi at the. It's called the Country Inn, I think, but it's a really nice. Yeah, really nice place. The rooms are wonderful. So regardless, I'm really hoping we could, crack on tomorrow as long as everything goes okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. Oh, Stephanie Barry's in the house. Hey, Stephanie.
Oh my God.
We're just like, I see her in the chat. Oh, okay, yeah, she's been in the chat for a while. Hey, Steph. Patriot Joy.
Much love to everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, and thanks again. Orky, love you, girl. Eric, much respect, and so grateful we finally got to do this, buddy. Well, hopefully we can do this again tomorrow.
It was great. I just have to mention, sorry to everybody in the chat. So many messages came through. I haven't read. I wasn't up to date. If I not reacted right away and gave answer, please excuse me. You are all appreciated, but I was more having attention, my attention to the talk to the three of us instead of so. I didn't ignore you, but next time I pay more attention to you guys.
We'll definitely do it again.
It's all good because we can hear you, and you were able to bring on some good conversation through the mix. And
yeah, loved it. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. I love you all. We'll see you
guys
later. Now I got to figure out how to get out of this damn thing. Oh, here we go.
We'll talk to you soon. Eric, you have my number. Just call anytime. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.